Do. Hello, everybody.
You're now watching the captain.
Welcome back to episode 19 of Pull List Therapy. I'm your host, Captain Diesel, and I'm joined with the usual suspects, Dr. Carrie Knight herself, the creamy nigga, Gris, whatever that shit is, and the Baba Yaga of comics, Mr. Ernie Blur Without Fear.
What up?
How y'all feeling?
Whew. I was productive today, so I feel great.
Were you really?
I was.
Oh shit! Productive. Damn.
Productive.
Is that a new thing for you?
I finished a whole video, and I finished 6 articles, and
Damn.
I took a nap earlier in the day so that I wouldn't be sleepy.
Niggas taking naps, they being productive. I don't know who this is. I don't recognize this person.
I was on time, Ernie, by like 30 minutes.
Damn.
Hella
Hey,
early.
who is you? Who is
Right,
you?
that's what I'm saying. I don't recognize this nigga at all.
Damn. You different.
Baba Yaga, how you feeling, big dog? What you got going on?
Oh man, not a whole heap of a lot. I mean, I did a lot of reading. I started catching up on. I was only behind by a couple of issues, but I was catching up on Feral. I finally got my Blackenstein in, so I got to mess with that.
Yeah, I got my Sanford Green cover in, I think, like a week or two ago.
Yeah, well, I was like, I'm the last motherfucker getting mine. I feel some type of way about this shit.
Mm-hmm.
But no, yeah, just playing catch up on a lot of comics, reading some stuff that, I went back and started reading some stuff that I hadn't read in a while that I kind of fell off on, but like, not because it was bad, just I was busy. So I started reading That Texas Blood again and a couple of other stuff. So, yeah, man, it's been good times. Good times.
Yeah, I did the same. I did something I don't ever really do because I just forget to do it. Took a day off of work. I was initially supposed to do something else, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna take Friday off. Then that thing ended up falling through, and I had the dog sit. And I was like, you know what? Let me catch up on reading because I bought those 2 hardcover trades for Philadelphia like 3-4 months ago and had not finished them. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna sit down while I have this day off, while I have a weekend, and I'm gonna read the fuck out of these books. And I'm pleased to say that I'm caught up. I'm fully caught up on Philadelphia. I've enjoyed the series for the most part. It is absolutely peak in a lot of different aspects of it. And Rodney Barnes is the godfather of horror for me. He's goated. This nigga's nice. So I will now be bombarding his emails of him or his assistant to try to get him on for an interview because I want to talk about this stuff. I'm a fanboy now. And I'll talk about his ideas for how he got into writing this stuff. What's good, Mr. A? My boy, Mr. A in the building. Yeah, but we are here to talk about a couple of different things. But first and foremost is one that Kaori put in place. You know, this is the first time that I got Kaori to commit to actually like doing the show, running the show. I did not have to get any topics for the most part. I think I had like one little fun game in, but for the most part, Kaori herself was responsible for putting this show together, y'all. So y'all do us a big favor, give a round of applause to Dr. Kaori Knight, y'all. She did her thing.
You are so fucking funny. Leave me alone.
Wait. Here. Let's.
He woke me up.
There we go. I need to get a round of applause.
He woke me up out of my sleep for that.
Oh damn.
So I was like, damn, I ain't playing the show. Let's try to get Kaori to play this show. And she did that shit. I was like, damn, all right, look at you. She's like, let me take a nap. Let me get up and I'm gonna send you some stuff. I said, damn, all right. Who is she feeling like today?
I just so happen to have
different
comic book stuff come down my timeline on Threads, and I had to tell the algorithm, please stop showing me this shit.
Damn.
I don't care. Because it was just argument after argument after argument. My goodness.
But that being said, we'll get into the first big thing here, and that is some Superman drama. For people that may not be aware, because I've heard about this situation, but I was not aware of who this nigga was. But there was a situation recently in which everybody as a whole are being nasty around one movie titled Supergirl that is debuting next week, that is starring the House of the Dragon star Millie Alcock as Kara Zor-El. And I'm excited because, again, we don't get to see a lot of Supergirl, period, when it comes to live action stuff, let alone someone who is as amazing of an actress as Millie Alcock. I don't know if a lot of people have watched House of the Dragon, but in the parts that she was in, she was fucking spectacular. So I'm excited to see what she brings to this role and how they write this character, because I think Supergirl is probably one of the more not really misunderstood from an aspect of people not understanding her character, but I think a lot of people don't read as much as her stuff as they probably should. So they're not aware of, maybe I think people are maybe aware of like the Red Lantern stuff that goes on with her, but for the most part, people are kind of unaware of who the character is. Myself included to a certain extent. So I was excited going into this. But I was also interested in a lot of the conversation that was going on around the film, because Millie Alcock herself was very vocal in regards to what she perceived fanboys to talk about in regards to not just this particular movie, but any nerd movie as a whole. She discussed, I remember, what's the word I'm looking for? Toxic, yes, there's a word I was looking for there. The liberties that the men in the comic game take when it comes to commenting on women's bodies, when it comes to nerddom, and just how they perceive women as a whole. And I remember her getting a lot of pushback on that. And not too long after that, was there immediately a bunch of conversation online around her being unattractive all of a sudden, and people finding different images of maybe where she's looking not the best because it's like literally like a frame by frame screenshot, and they're saying, "Oh, this is our Supergirl." And it's this little weird shit here and there, but I feel like this entire conversation was capped off with a slew of posts, well, one post and one reaction to a post by a man of the name of Dean Cain. So, people, if you guys aren't familiar with who Dean Cain is, I had to look this shit up because I wasn't familiar who the fuck this dude was.
You really didn't know Dean Cain was Superman?
I
Really?
seen this nigga. I'd seen him around, but I don't think I ever watched his Superman.
Lois and Clark?
The only Superman I literally ever remember seeing, as far as TV goes, was I almost got a nigga Tom Holland, Tom Welling, Superman from Smallville, and obviously the Superman Return stuff, Henry Cavill, the animated stuff, obviously. But Dean Cain, never remember seeing his Superman before. So when I looked this up, I'm like, oh, I've seen screenshots of the show, but never this nigga before, like knowing who he was by name. But he recently put a post out because there's also a lot of really, really disingenuous conversation going on around little nitpicky shit when it comes to Supergirl. And the thing that got the most popular was the idea that she has earrings. This post essentially was one that Dean Cain reposted, talked about, hey, if Supergirl's skin is bulletproof, how does she have ear piercings? Keep in mind, after the events of the first Superman movie where she was drunk, well, even during the movie, they discuss how Supergirl likes to party on planets with red suns so that she can actually get drunk and be like a regular human being. So that information being put out there and people still trying to like nitpick and find little inconsistencies is really fucking wild to me.
This was the thing that was this, and this is why I actually brought it up. One, Dean Cain is a piece of shit because Dean Cain has like a lot of things to say, and he just needs to be quiet. So that was really kind of just like why I brought this up, because he didn't actually say anything. He simply shared it and then had the little like questioning face, and I was just like, here we go with this piece of shit ass man. So when it got brought up, there were a lot of people in the comment section who had the legitimate question because they didn't watch the Superman movie. So they, of course, don't, and they also don't know anything about Supergirl either. So I, being me, because I didn't watch Superman either because I don't fucking care, I simply went to look it up. I was like, how did they discuss this situation with her? Because I was going to answer quite a few people. But James Gunn then created a post and was just like, she goes to places with red suns. Just by the way, he was like, also, she didn't get raised, like she didn't have her powers initially. So it could have happened anywhere between like where she was on that chunk of fucking Krypton by herself and her actually getting her powers. So it could have happened one of two ways. And so I simply shared what he had said with a few people, and they were like, oh, that makes sense. What is his problem? Dean Cain is a piece of shit. That is his problem.
Damn, jump the gun.
Cain. Well, the thing is, speaking of jumping the gun, James Gunn even responded to this shit, because I saw this. I saw this post making the rounds, and I almost like responded to it, but then when I went to go reply, I saw that James Gunn had said something in response to it. I was like, never mind, he took care of it, because yeah, people are dumb, and if a character who is impervious to harm, especially if we know this is a character who only has powers when they are around a certain sun, honestly, your brain should be able to, in like 0.2 seconds, be able to like figure it out in your head what could potentially be going on. Whether it's well, maybe she got him pierced when she was still on Krypton. Because I mean, that's the thing. Like for anyone who has not read Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, it's made pretty clear Krypton did not just blow up overnight. It was a very long process. So Kara was on a dying planet for a while. The other thing being like, yeah, if you just watch the last 2 seconds of Superman, it's like, well, there it is. He literally, like, honestly, it was one of those lines from that movie that, while I thought it was funny, every time I've heard it since, I get irritated by the line because I feel like it shouldn't have even had to have been said. It was one of those. It kind of reminded me of like an anime situation where like certain things are over-explained and not allowed to be left up to any interpretation, which apparently didn't matter anyway because a bunch of fucking idiots ran to the internet and apparently did not engage with the movie enough to actually know what was going on. So yeah, that is how that. What's that guy's name? Whatever his name is. Like honestly, I've never seen someone more appropriately named. Like, because I was like, bruh, I'm sure that's what your parents said when you came out, or probably what they said when they found out they were having you. I'm almost positive.
To be honest.
Oh yeah, that irked my soul. Cause I'm like, bro, if you watch the movie, like the nigga says
Right
verbatim,
there.
and then the funny thing is, this is after Gunn, because I think Gunn addressed this like before in the past. We were talking about shit to do with her. So Gunn, that's part of why I love James Gunn as like a creative head of like some nerd shit. Is like he actually engages online, because the nigga's chronically online like the rest of us. So he'll actually engage in some extent and like correct people and not let rumors kind of just sit out there like
Kevin Feige.
Like Feige, yeah. I was like, what's the other white man's name? Like Kevin Feige. So I enjoy that, but people doing this shit is nasty. But not only is this nasty, you know what? Real quick, because I don't want to go too far on before I forget about it. Got a super chat here, y'all. If y'all are unaware of what this is a super chat. This is how you guys can support the stream in a way other than just watching it. Mr. A says, bring on black-owned streaming company execs. And he says right after that, talk animation, TV One, all black, Clio TV, etc. Get some discussions around black adaptations. Yeah, I'm going to attempt to do so. Now, as far as the black streaming execs, if they want to come on and talk, like I'll talk to them. I just don't know who to talk to. Emails, yeah. I'm like,
bring your black ass on here, nigga.
Right. If you have contacts for them or emails or something like that to their assistants, like, hey, shoot them my way, and I'll shoot the email off. But
yeah, please.
I don't know.
Look, you said everything right there. Send them over here. Send them over here. Don't make us do the work. Make them come on over this way. Hell,
I'll reach out if I just know who to talk to. I don't know who the fuck to talk to at these companies like that. They be, let alone even know that they were black owned. Because if I just assume BET is black owned, I know BET is owned by black folks and hasn't been for a little bit now. So you just, I don't know. But Mr. A, appreciate you for again continuing to fight for representation in that manner and asking me to do so. But you already know how to get down. But with the Dean Cain stuff, I wanted to get to that before we get too far in. I just forgot to go back to the super jet. Yes, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead. No. I was just gonna say Dean Cain literally joined ICE. So I mean, if that's not not only that, he has said some really fucked up ass shit on, because dude like regularly goes on Fox News and Newsmax and all these other like right wing rags and shithole television channels and whatnot and what have you. Fuck that dude. I've never been a fan of like even back when Lois and Clark was a thing, I didn't really give two shits about him then. But like, as he's basically him and Kevin Sorbo, they exist within the same like framework of mediocre white men who were on a popular TV show where either A, the woman was the person everybody showed up for, case in point, that's Dean Cain. Dean Cain, nobody watched Lois and Clark for Superman. They watched that shit for Lois. And then, you know, in terms of Kevin Sorbo, well, Xena had the better show. Yeah, so shout out to Lucy Lawless.
Hell, this isn't even the best version of Lois and Clark.
No. Honestly, dude, Superman and Lois came out the gate swinging on Lois and Clark, and honestly, I think we also live in the perfect timeline where the only decent thing Dean Cain did when he was on the Supergirl show on CW was die. I think his character got killed off, if I remember correctly. But no, either way.
This picture is aggravating me.
Oh,
it's not even ugly.
So yeah, going forward into the conversation, underneath that post he reposted, a guy by the name of Ginormous J posts a pic saying, "Why does she look like this guy?" And this is from almost not a Land Away from Time. What was that fucking movie called? It was before my time, so I can remember the name of the movie. I think it was a Land Away from Time.
Too. Okay. Dude,
yeah.
She doesn't even fucking look like that.
Essentially a Neanderthal. And the nigga is like, why does she look like this guy? And Dean Cain is then saying, "Dang it, I laughed." And I just, again,
proving her point.
I don't know
this shit up to begin with.
And again, she foretold this shit. It's the funny thing. Before this shit kicked off, she was like, "Yeah, niggas gonna be really weird about my body." Because I think they were even being really weird to ask her, like, "Hey, did you approach all the previous Supergirl actresses and people that played the role?" She's like, "No."
And she said, "No."
Nigga, I'm clocking in and clocking the fuck out. Like, I'm not here for this.
Yeah, and then like when they announced it at Comic-Con, and she was like, she had that outfit on, and somebody's like, "Why is she dressed like a man?" What the fuck are you even fucking talking about? Because half of y'all don't know how to dress anyway. I'm confused.
Land of the Lost is the name of the movie.
Yes, that's the TV show version.
That's a TV show. Okay.
Yeah, Land of the Lost.
They were actually stressing me out because I'm like, y'all didn't do this with Billie Eilish at first. Up until the part where you saw Billie Eilish like in a dress or some shit.
Well, the argument was that she was never she was never ugly. It was the fact that she was just weird.
Well, no, actually,
when I'm talking about the clothes, when they went after Millie about how she was dressed when she was announcing the movie, and they were asking why she was dressed like a man, I was like,
Actually, they did go at Billie about that because dudes were like undressing her, like they were like doing.
You know what? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they were doing that.
You know what's crazy is that when I remember she was getting asked about why she dresses like that, she was talking about like she doesn't want men to sexualize her body. And as soon as she does, was it Vogue or she did some photo shoot where she was in? No, it was the first one was Photoshopped. It was like Photoshopped photo shoot of her in lingerie.
Yeah, it was Photoshopped. Yeah.
And then she was like, "You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna just like I'll just do a photo shoot." And she was just wearing something a little bit more showing her figure off. And I was like, personally, I was like, "Damn, she was thick like that? Didn't know that shit." All right.
Well, I mean,
good looks, but niggas got what they wanted. Finally, they got rid of the sexualizer.
Fucking feral, and I'm like,
yeah.
And this is exactly why it's dresses like that.
They proved her point. They literally women are usually really good about reading the room when it comes to the male gaze, and in both cases they called it right down the middle. No ball, like it was literally they were calling balls and strikes on this shit. There were no missed calls on it. But the thing is, all they did was make it worse by saying that, "Oh, well, she doesn't show off her body. I'm gonna undress her. I'm gonna use Photoshop and undress her myself." and then what did they do immediately after that? They then started calling her. Well, no, it's true because that's how they were. They literally called her a whore after that when she did start showing her body off a little bit, even just a little bit. They started calling her a whore, saying she was being too sexual. But it's like, but y'all wanted her to do this shit. So when she didn't want to do it and y'all did it for her, it was okay. But now that she's like more okay with like showing herself off, Now y'all want to be prudes all of a sudden.
But you know,
I was like, dude, y'all aren't ever beating the
charges.
charges.
A lot. They do that a lot because
Right.
it was like that whole situation where women were basically saying that they were taking back their sexuality, and it was like this whole phase
The slow
where
walk
they
stuff?
were posting themselves in like really, really pretty like clothing, but it was like also revealing clothing or whatever. And people were like, "Oh, you guys are such whores," and da da da. And I'm sitting here like, literally last week, you took that woman who you don't know. She's not a celebrity or nothing like that. You took that woman that you don't know. You went to her Facebook page. You picked a picture off of her Facebook page, ran it through, and photoshopped some lingerie, and then came back and was like, she sent me this is like her fucking nudes.
Crazy.
Are y'all good?
Well, I mean, remember they did the same
Are
thing
y'all
to they did the same thing to old girl on Stranger Things. Not Millie Bobby Brown. No. The younger girl, the girl that played the younger sister of God, I forget the.
Not the black girl, right?
No. This was a girl that actually got screen time. No. I'm talking about the little white girl that got she got an uptick in screen time in the final season.
Like yeah. Old boys younger sister. Yeah. I know you're talking about.
The
youngest Wheeler.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. They did that shit with her.
They did the same thing to her. Yeah, they actually. There were.
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't know if y'all remember this but there was a time where I was going really hard at JP about still being on Twitter.
Yes.
That was why.
Yeah.
That was why, because they were using Grok to do it.
Oh yeah, when that Grok AI shit was going on. Yeah, I legit like when I saw that shit, I told my homegirls, I'm like, yeah, get your pictures off that shit, because niggas are legit like being really nasty with that. I don't even know if they ever took that away, but I remember the noise running just kind of quieted down. So I don't know if that's still a thing that they still do, or they, I don't know.
Oh, I'm sure you still can. I would go as far as to say there is no universe where that goes away until that website is regulated. And it will never be regulated.
Now instead of them doing nudes, now white people are changing themselves into black people.
To black people, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and I'm
that
like,
too.
Are we good mentally?
No.
What the fuck is going on?
The Millie shit is just weird to me, because I remember this is the thing with her, and then very recently, like legit like a week or two ago with I'm looking at her name, Karen Page, Deborah
Ann Wall.
Yeah. I'm sorry. They were like, oh, she's ugly because she's playing Lao Fei she's playing Faye. And I'm like, I remember y'all niggas making True Blood edits of her in lingerie.
Hello.
So I don't understand what this is. And honestly,
they were doing the same thing to her. They were doing the same thing to Millie when she was on House of the Dragon. When
yes.
She first started, and they were literally making edits of her. And I'm sitting here like, so when she was on House of the Dragon, it was fine. But now that she's playing Supergirl, all of a sudden she's ugly, and y'all are so. When it comes to something that you like, now all of a sudden, they're not good enough.
Nigga saw Supergirl wanted to look like Power Girl.
Well, no, that's exactly what they wanted. They don't want Supergirl. They want Power Girl. They want the titty window on the costume. They want to see big cleavage. They don't want to, like, to the point that a lot of people told on themselves when the initial marketing came out for this, and also this actually is a shot at a former DC Comics writer, Chuck Dixon. Who
the nigga did the absolute Batman ice shit?
Well, yes, but he is also the same guy who, for those who are unfamiliar, Chuck Dixon, he basically wrote what was Nightwing in his formative years as a solo act, and he is also responsible for the co-creation of characters like Bane, Nightfall, all that shit. Like, I don't want to take anything away from Chuck Dixon. I'm not going to sit here and claim like this dude is a nobody. I don't want anyone to even come out of the gate saying he's a nobody who has never done anything. The guy's a legend in the business. However, two things can be true at once. He's also a piece of shit. But no, he was the guy that came out of the gate saying that when they were doing the marketing of truth, justice, whatever, and he was like, oh, it was just truth, justice, whatever. Oh, well, we just don't care about American values. We don't care. We're just ruining the character. But here's the thing. This tells me that you know nothing about Supergirl. For a guy who has worked at DC Comics, you know jack shit about Supergirl, because Kara isn't just Clark with tits. Kara is her own character. Like, she stands like, maybe if you go back to like the old Supergirl movie from back during like the Christopher Reeve era of Superman movies, maybe you go back to that. Maybe you go back to like 60s, 70s, whatever, like early days Supergirl. But as the character had evolved over the years, and at a time when Chuck was at DC Comics, she's not just Clark with boobs. She's her own person. She doesn't have the same personality as Clark, despite the fact that some people who watched that CW show wanted to believe that.
I feel like every animated version I've ever seen of her, from the animated series to the movies to even the newer My Adventures with Superman show, they've made it a point to showcase, like, and that's been a plot line for ever since. She is not Clark. She is very much still different than Clark. She perceives things differently. She doesn't have the same morals or ethics that he does. She's not a bad person, but she's a lot more prone to anger and violence than he is. Like, that's always been a thing in Showcase with her, as far as I've been aware of the character. So I don't see shit like that. I don't know. It's odd.
Even during like the original Supergirl run that I have, well, not original Supergirl run, but when I actually was like super into Supergirl, and we went to the comic book store to get like a bunch of fucking Supergirl issues, the part where she ended up training with Diana, and she was on Themyscira, and Harbinger ended up dying when Darkseid came to get her ass. Like, that whole situation, I never in my life thought that she was like Superman, because when Superman was like came to Apocalypse to talk her down when she was evil, and I literally said, beat his ass, don't let him fucking talk you down, and then she let him talk her down anyway. I was like, see, y'all not about to piss me off. I said, see, I don't know who wrote this last part, but that don't sound like the character I fucking know, because she would have beat his ass.
Well, no, she is not the, and you know what? I think that oh god, when did that movie come out? The Supergirl, Supergirl movie from, what's that?
About the animated movie?
No. So for those who are unaware, there was a Supergirl movie from back in the day. As a matter of fact, it came out back in '84, like 2 years after I was born.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
That movie did irreparable harm to because basically they kind of pulled the same move. Like, they kind of made her like Clark, but a chick. That was kind of the idea, and they did the same thing with the CW version of Supergirl. When Melissa Benoist was on the show, they basically made Kara she was she was literally female Clark, as opposed to being her own character.
Same origin story, damn near. Like, you had the same fit on, worked on the same job. Like, you worked at Daily Bugle too? Well, not Daily Bugle, Daily Planet. Like,
no, she was they had her. They had her like on an offshoot of, or like I guess kind of like a rival publication.
Yeah, because LexCorp owned it, right? Yeah, I forgot.
Because it was Cat Grant, and Cat Grant, for those who don't know, Cat Grant is legitimately a Superman character. She's a character that literally got her start at the Daily Planet. Matter of fact, she was in that James Gunn movie, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, she was.
Yes, she was.
Yes, she was. But yeah, it just, the thing is, and if you read, especially if you read the comics, okay, and for anyone that is still like, oh, well, she's not the Supergirl I grew up with. First off, that just tells me you're really fucking old. That's all that tells me. Because only people older than me grew up with a Supergirl who is exactly like Clark Kent. And even then, that's debatable. So we're talking about Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, and say what you will about Tom King, but that book is fucking phenomenal. It's a phenomenal book, phenomenal read. Kara is probably the most three-dimensional she has ever been in that book. I think the only times you would see Kara be more three-dimensional is if or I wouldn't say more, but maybe as three-dimensional is when Peter David was writing her for all those years. And yeah, I'm tired of people. Literally, James Gunn is telling y'all what he is doing, and folks are still acting stupid. They'd be like, well, I don't know how he's gonna do it. He literally told you. Well, no, they just are. But it's like when a motherfucker literally tells you when he announces the movie, hey, we're making Supergirl. It's gonna be based on the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow book. That's the inspiration for this story. And then you see the trailer, and it's literally shot for shot Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, and you're still sitting here like,
JP, niggas can't hear you.
Also, okay, you said it way nicer than I was about to, because I was about to say, JP, shut the fuck up. You know good hell well they can't hear you. Anyway,
I gotta put you in here, big dog.
Look. See, it's always, why is it always creamy niggas? It's always the creamy niggas doing that shit. I swear.
Hey, hold on.
JP.
Now they can hear you. I had to add you to the stream.
Years ago, they could hear me. What you see?
No, they couldn't. I was telling you
They
couldn't hear you.
couldn't hear you the first thing they did.
Oh my,
I had to add your link to the OBS.
No, it's funny because he does it every time.
I be telling you, like, bro, I gotta add you in.
Look, wait a minute. It's literally motherfuckers in the chat right now saying, could not hear you. Every fucking time. And it's like,
I stopped building my bookcase to come in here and talk to you niggas. And this is how you treat me? This is a
We ain't saying we want you to talk. We said we want niggas to hear you talk.
Yeah.
Anyway, as I was going to say, but Ernie, all James Gunn knows how to do is make Guardians of the Galaxy. That's why it looks like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Hey, you know what I have to say? Hey, you know what I have to say? You have to say to that?
Your ass one step away from the grave, my boy.
Just saying. That's all I got for you. That's all I got.
Honestly, though, I hate when the motherfuckers say that shit, because literally the man hands you the book that he's basing this shit off of, and motherfuckers go, "But it's Guardians of the Galaxy." It's like,
these niggas aren't reading. They don't read. They didn't read the shit.
They don't read.
They don't read. You're asking them to do too many things,
dude.
once.
Okay, here's the thing. This is what you need to understand. This is what you need to understand about comic book fans, not readers. Fans, they have a lot of shit to say about some shit they don't fucking read. Mm-hmm. So that's what you need to know. That is the only
every time.
thing. It's always like, well, they didn't make it. They didn't make it like the comics I used to read. You never read them. You didn't read
exactly.
Comics. Well, Action Pie makes a good point. He used to, like, it looks like every sci-fi movie since the 80s. It's like, yes, it's I've seen this type of movie before.
Okay. And I always like to throw this out here for all the people who say, but Guardians of the Galaxy. There was a movie that came out back in the 80s, I believe it were, called The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai. That's all I'm going to say. There's nothing else to say after that. Weird, goofy ass fucking sci-fi movies that are quirky and, hella out there. Trust me, James Gunn did not invent that genre.
I hate when niggas do that with him. I've seen niggas do it with Tarantino and the way he makes it, and I'm like, that nigga directly just told you that he got his shit mostly from watching blaxploitation films and Akira Kurosawa films. Like, the niggas told you that.
Literally.
George Lucas has said he's got his shit from Akira Kurosawa. So I'm like, when niggas try to act like the white man is the originator and the progenitor of all this shit, I'm like, okay, gang. Especially when the white men themselves are telling you where they get the inspiration from. When every time tells you where he draws inspiration, you're still like,
well, when it comes to like giving non-black people credit, they can't hear it.
They can't see you. Is what it is.
Shut the fuck up.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I couldn't.
Not today.
I couldn't resist.
Like a complete John Cena moment.
Oh my god, y'all niggas are sick. Moving on for two quick things before we go to the next topic. One, y'all have me get these likes up. We have 42
Please.
now viewing consecutively right now, concurrently. I mean, and 22 likes. Let's try to balance that ratio out a little bit for your boy. Help your boy out with that. And then let's try to get the bills paid really quickly before we move into topic numero dos, and that being something that we have going on right now that I would appreciate help on being a Kickstarter. For anyone that is unaware of who I am on the platform, this is your first time here, I am a co-owner of a comic book publisher by the name of Echelon Graphic Novels. We've been around since around 2013, and we have a Kickstarter going on for a Volume 1 trade paperback. This is going to include several of our flagship titles in regards to the first issue, so you guys get a taste of everything we have to offer here. Right now, we are at 35% of the total goal. We have 11 days left. It is not impossible to meet that goal and get this thing funded, but it's looking kind of spooky. But I will say, and I thought to inform people of this if you guys were not aware of how Kickstarter works, if you've maybe used it before. When you pledge to back a Kickstarter, you're not immediately putting your money into that Kickstarter. You are essentially saying, hey, y'all, I got 5 on it. You're putting the IOU down, essentially. And when you put that down, it goes towards making sure that we're securing the goal. Because the way Kickstarter works is that if you do not secure your fully funded goal, then you don't get any of the money. So if it raise up $5,999, if it ain't that full $6K, we don't get none of that shit. But again, this is something that if you guys want to be a part of backing some more Black indie stuff and seeing some great stories and just getting more of what we have to offer, you can do this here. But got to do my due diligence as far as that goes. And I will be putting the link to the Kickstarter. I think I already have it in the video, but if not, I'm going to put it in the link in the description below so you guys can pick it up. Or bare minimum, if you guys just literally go to Kickstarter and type in Echelon, it'll be the first thing that pops up. But yeah, that is that as far as that goes.
Real quick. I wanted to help you out with that. Also, if you cannot back the Kickstarter, share it.
Yes.
You might share it and somebody will see it who can back it. So sharing is very helpful. Even if you can't put any bread on it, that might help get some bread on it.
Right. My boy Greg's in the chat saying he wants Reaper issue 2. Nigga, it's on. Nigga, first off, it's on the way. You've been getting updates in art, Pete. Like, nigga, it's on the way. We're currently, I think on page 15 of the script for it right now. Not script for the color.
You want that shit now.
Not the script, but the coloring phase. So it's like over halfway
so
done.
Where that shit at, nigga?
Yeah, that's done. And I also got the script for issue 3 done as well. So that'll be coming on the way very soon. Also, y'all just stay tuned because there may be a very special announcement regarding Reaper in September-ish. So yeah, y'all be tuned for that. So you'll get issue 2 and then right around the corner, you'll get something very special with regards to that as well. But yes, that is all I have to go about that. Y'all have anything else y'all wanted to bring up before we move into the next topic?
I have completed
Cain
making...
is a piece of shit.
Yes. But also, I've already built one bookcase today because Costco had a sale, and I'm halfway through the second one. So I am proud of myself.
Hey, look at you being Mr. Handyman.
Look at this guy.
Tim Allen ain't got shit on me.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he ain't shit anyway. So I mean, there you go.
At all.
The bar, Tim Allen is in the same box as Kevin Sorbo and Dean Cain.
Oh yeah, did we already talk about Dean Cain? Did I miss that?
Yes, that's what we were finishing up talking about.
We're about to say real quick. Fuck that man. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. We are going to talk about some Marvel here. I feel like we haven't talked about a Marvel comic on the stream since way before JP and Ernie we were doing it. It was just me and Kaori at that point. So it's long overdue. And again, about a Black-led series, because we love seeing those. We love motherfuckers getting some Black-led series. Granted, they're going to be ongoing, but it's a Black-led series.
It's a mini, but it's something. I will say it's real funny how this got announced right when we started doing DC So White. They was like, oh wait, hold on.
So you understand? As soon as the campaign started, and this shit came out real quick, didn't it? Nigga ain't got a series since what, 94 was the last time Bishop got something, and then all of a sudden just
literally
like
in the
that.
90s. It's like, oh hey, by the way.
But anyway, moving forward, I wanted to talk about the book. Because this is an interesting book, to say the least. If you guys are not aware, right now, Bishop has is it 5 issues?
Yeah,
I don't think they.
Five.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a 5-issue
I think,
miniseries that he's going to get. If you guys are
They
not
got
aware of who
five
Bishop
on
is,
it.
if you guys are a casual X-Men fan, he's the angry black guy that came back from the future. You'll probably know him from that if you've seen the 90s series. But dope character. I've always been a fan of Bishop. And we're getting a little bit of a deep dive into his lore. This is also, I think, a continuation from the 90s stuff that he got as well. So it's
Also,
it's going to.
don't
Go ahead.
forget about the life and times of Lucas Bishop.
Yeah.
I was not
It's
aware of that
also
one.
I'll bring it up when we get to the book proper. But yeah, it's also he had another series. I think it was in and around the time of Messiah Complex and Messiah War, which I think was like somewhere in like the aughts or early 2010s or some shit like
He
that.
also led a
this,
series
I'm
with
sure.
he also led a series through Max, right? I'm pretty sure I have that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't.
like a detective or something. I have it
Yeah.
downstairs. I picked
Was it
that out
X-Men Noir?
specifically.
Was
I think it was
X-Men
Noir. I don't think it was Mac. I think it was
it's-
Noir.
I think it was Noir. It's for, hold on. I have to go down here and eat food
Yeah.
anyway, so I'll go grab it. Y'all
Have a,
are just going to follow me.
Blade had a Mac series, but Bishop did not.
Yeah.
I'm going to find this.
For people that are asking, the book was written by, I'm probably going to mispronounce his name, Saladin Ahmed. Is Salim?
Yeah.
Saladin?
Saladin
Okay, hey,
Ahmed.
there we go. The interior art is done by Mario Santoro. And for people to ask, the cover art for this particular cover that you were seeing is done by Davide Paratore.
David.
There's a variant cover by Fabrizio De Tomaso. Oh, I know that nigga. That's the dude that's doing the covers and doing the art for the Cyberpunk 2077 Chrome stuff with Doug Wagner right now.
Said, oh, I know that nigga.
I recognize that name. Cool dude. I've DM'd him back and forth to let him know like how much I enjoyed his art for Cyberpunk. So me and him talked briefly. There's another variant cover by Scotty Young. But yeah, that was the artist that you guys are for people to ask in the comment section. Saladin Ahmed, is he a black person? I don't even know. I've never.
He's
He
half
is-
black, I believe.
He is a hexadecaroon.
Oh,
That
So-
is to say that he is only like probably an 18th or so black. He's like kind of a rainbow coalition of different things.
Gotcha.
Yeah. If anyone is
It is
curious.
this one. It is this one.
Hold on, let me switch screens.
Oh, wait a minute.
District X.
Oh, yeah. That one. Yep. That's the one. I don't know
must
why I
say
was
it's-
thinking about Noir, but yeah, that is definitely the one.
It's not a Max title, but I haven't heard of that. I'll have to read that.
So
Good
I
shit.
consider him a black man. That's just me. You know, I tend to operate
about to
off
say,
the one
he
drop
black.
shit.
He's
That's just me.
he's in this. I put him in the same boat as I put like people like our friend of the channel, Sebastian.
Sebastian?
From
Yeah.
over from Stranger Comics. Sebastian, he black. The one drop rule applies. So,
Yeah,
if y'all have not read anything Stranger Comics, if y'all have not read anything Stranger Comics, go reach that shit. Go read their stuff. I said reach. Honestly, funny enough, Mr. A, I'm going to talk about his stuff. I know he's getting an animated series adapted in a live action adaptation for his stuff with Stranger Comics as well. I think Violet Davis is actually a producer on the animated series. So I'm going to be trying to cover that. I need to try to get his email so I can hit him up to see if I can get him to come on the channel for an interview. Because he has some amazing stuff.
Also, real quick, the book I was telling you about, I'm gonna drop it in our little private chat. But this is it right here. This is the book that I was talking about. It's from 2009.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. I haven't read that. I'm gonna have to read that shit.
We'll give it a better name.
This will be important later.
Ernie, I need you to try to pronounce that writer's last name. I need you to try that real quick for me.
Which one?
The
Oh,
one
talking
you
about
just put
on the
The one you just put in the Discord.
is it Swierczynski or Swierczynski? Swierczynski, something like that. I don't know. Honestly, Polish names are weird to me. But
Can we
carry
talk
on.
about how good my man's dreads look in this? Like, he looking real good right now.
Yeah, and I was about to get to that point. Just to show you guys a little bit of the art for it. Like, I love the sequential art for this. I love the way it looks. I love the coloring for it looks dope as well. I love the colors. And this is one thing I want to bring up. Because essentially, I'm not going to show y'all all the pages for it, but this is opening up in a scene where like some niggas are trying to jump him to rob this man. And I just find it interesting at this point that we are so far into the Marvel universe, and niggas are not able to recognize X-Men fits or like X-Men uniforms. Because why the fuck would you see a man wearing an X-Men uniform and believe that you gonna try to jump this nigga when you've seen them like fight gods and do crazy shit? They're like, you know what? Yeah, we gonna catch this nigga lacking. And then they were like, hey, he's a mutant. We still gonna rob this nigga. I'm like, why would you as a regular person still think you're gonna rob a mutant? Especially if he's wearing a fat ass X on his belt and has the X-Men colors on in the fit. Like, why are y'all still trying to X-Men like that?
To be fair, he was turned around when they first pulled up on him. He was pulled. He was turned around, and not every X-Man has powers that are as broken as Bishop's.
Yeah,
because Bishop is fucking tournament banned. That motherfucker. People don't realize how busted Bishop actually is as a character.
that's why he don't be around a lot. Because he you give him an ounce of energy, he just gonna pop off. That's why he be sitting the sidelines a lot.
Yeah, that nigga be absorbing magic. So yeah, you got to the matter of fact, because there was a one point where they had revealed that his power works pretty much exactly the same as Sebastian Shaw. Like even just punching him gives him power.
Jesus Christ.
Crazy. Yeah, even
here's
just
that cover that you mentioned for the time and life of Lucas Bishop.
Oh,
they look like Luke Cage in this one, don't he?
Yeah, that was
his
during
M
the
scar
time.
is hella small too.
Yeah, that was during the time where Bishop was on some fuck shit and was trying to kill Hope Summers.
His arm rusted the fuck out. Oh my god.
Yeah, because he straight up thought Cable was on some bullshit. He's like, that white child needs to die.
She's gotta go. God damn it, she's gotta go.
That's effectively the story. That is effectively the story.
Yes, literally. When you go read Messiah Complex, because the whole idea was Wanda said, no more of y'all. And then randomly, just one white child happens to be the brand new mutant born, and everyone starts freaking the fuck out. And then Bishop pulls up, like, hold up, she gonna be the end of us. And Cable's like, nah, I'm gonna just take her and roll out. And it was a whole thing.
But the book itself, I enjoyed. The book, for people that are curious, if you are a avid fan of Bishop and know his lore, you're not going to get too much new stuff. It's kind of recounting who he is as a character for people that may be fresh to the character, which I enjoyed. I think I got a little bothered initially by seeing so much narration and so much text, but then I understood, I'm like, okay, this is a character that hasn't had a really good bit of attention since the 90s for the most part, and unless you watch the 90s X-Men series, and even then you probably don't know a lot about him, you may be curious about him. So I think this is a perfect jumping on point for people that may have been interested in Bishop as a character but didn't know a lot about him and wanted to see him get more time, because he's essentially winning back his backstory.
Yeah, well, also, we got to remember he has a lot of baggage in terms of stuff that's introduced in this issue. Chief among them being his sister Shard.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about Shard.
Well, I mean, I would imagine so. She's been dead for like 5 ever. But she was dead
literally
before that Negro
series
came here to the present.
That nigga said, did Bishop lose a bet to the Knicks too? Or lose a bet on the Knicks?
Oh,
damn.
Oh!
Shout out to Carter, man. Y'all don't piss that nigga off, but you get timed out on that motherfucker real quick now. Relax.
Yeah, that motherfucker bad. That motherfucker timeout hammer is strong.
But this book is essentially him recounting the events of his past and talking to the finest black creature known to man, being Mr. Aurora Manoro. Because shorty look finest.
Oh.
Hey, the eyes she was giving this nigga. Hold on. This shit right here, nigga.
Gonna make the child jealous up in this motherfucker.
Hey, bro, let her look at me like this. I'm folding like laundry, freshly folded laundry.
Wait a minute. So see, this is where I gotta stop you. Y'all better step back. Y'all better step back, because there's a little thing you need to know about their relationship, and there's a reason why that shit probably will not ever happen.
I was going to ask you about that, because earlier in the issue, like a page or two before, you see this nigga talking to this older woman at this camp, and
they never confirmed it though.
I told Kaori here, I was sitting here reading it, I was like, why does the old black woman look very much so like Storm?
So here's the thing, and this is why I bring it up. So in the issue that she appears, if you go back and look at that cover that I sent, you see some you'll there's a couple of things that are going to happen. So they never say it's Storm, but here's the thing. If you read the life and times of Lucas Bishop and you see the scenes where that woman is talking to him, she's telling him stories about the X-Men that only a person who was on the team could like tell you. Like it's to the point where like she's not just like, it's not like, oh, well, there was a thing, it probably could have happened this way. Maybe. No, she's like, no, I'm giving you the tea on
Bar
the
for
X-Men. Bar for bar, word for word. She is telling, this is why Bishop has like encyclopedic knowledge of the X-Men before ever actually meeting any of them. But yeah, they never actually confirm it, but I wonder if it'll get confirmed in the series because they do make a point to show her in this new book. They make a point. And at first I was like, well, you know what? I'm looking at the book and, you know, normally Storm is depicted as having like, she's normally depicted as having like blue eyes or like cat's eye type of vibe. I noticed that when you go back to that shot, when he's talking to Storm in the present day, she looks a lot closer to that older woman than she don't.
She has the same earrings on, the exact same hoops. That nigga's been wearing the same hoops for fucking fit. And I will say this, if that's the case, drawing her, giving this nigga this look is kind of crazy. Because this nigga's on his Marty McFly right now. He's on his Marty McFly. If you got her looking at this nigga like that, she looking at this nigga like,
I'm just saying.
Kissing you was like kissing my brother.
Nah, that's a crazy way to draw her looking at that nigga. That's his grandma, bro.
Well, that was kind of why, like, even before they did Life and Times of Lucas Bishop, it's the reason why I always thought it was kind of weird when he first joined the team and people were like, dude, well, you know, now that she ain't with Forge no more, she needs to get with Bishop. And I was like, well, for one, just because they the only two niggeros on the team don't mean they got to be together. But also, I was like, they have more of a familial relationship than they seem to have anything else. And like every time I've seen them interact, just about it always comes off as more familial. But ever since I read that Life and Times of Lucas Bishop, I have never, ever wanted to see Storm and Bishop clap.
It's like that scene from like Bulma hitting on adult Trunks. It's like that don't work here.
Yeah.
It just don't work here.
It was the same thing for me with Thundercats when people were like, oh man, Lion-O needs to get with Chitara. And it's like, Chitara's damn near his mama. I mean, they're not blood related, but she practically helped raise this dude. I said, that would be like some Oedipus complex shit, like a motherfucker.
I ain't gonna hold you. And I saw this as a post on Threads a couple days ago, and I mentioned it. It was discussing like the idea of, it was criticizing the relationship and how Storm and T'Challa have been written up until this point. And I sat down and I thought about it. I was like, bruh, at this point, Storm needs to be single for a good bit. Because I feel like we've getting to this point to where we're just passing Storm around from T'Challa to Logan to Thor to a random nigga who's a scientist over here. I'm like, we're just shipping her around. And I'm just like, bro, can she be her own character for a little bit without a romance being put into her storyline? And I'm not saying you can't ever do it again.
For the question,
but I need a breather.
Furha is not his mother. His mother's name is Katie.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I just need a breather with Storm in relationships, because even in the Moewa stuff, like, I enjoyed the fact that she was able to do shit on her own. Like, we had the little shit with Logan in the first second. As nasty as I thought that shit was, because that little hairy nigga is a walking petri dish. I was like, you know what? We moved away from that real quick, and she was like, I'm back on my shit. I'm handling my shit like a boss.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, the Black Panther community has not recovered from the damage John Ridley did to build their relationship. Because genuinely, there was so much hope that Ta-Nehisi Coates put during that Space Wakandans arc, where, like, he's dreaming about Storm. He's like, Aurora, I must come back to Earth to my Aurora.
I mean, wouldn't you, nigga?
Well, not you, but goes, here's a giant boulder on this relationship because I don't give a fuck.
He literally put them, like, Coates is the reason why they were back together to begin with, because it was during, even before the Intergalactic Empire shit, he had them like having secret rendezvous and shit and like getting back together. And this was at a time where they were good and broken up. And but the thing is, John really wanted to do a deconstruction of T'Challa, and in doing so, he literally picked, like, he could not have picked a worse time than what he picked. There is no worse time then right then.
Because like we just dealt with, oh, this man colonized a whole planet, and now he's trying to like have a status quo post MCU first movie, and then it's like, okay, cool, let me just fuck it all up and make him not be like him a part of Wakanda whatsoever. And then I'm also gonna like break him and Storm up permanently. It was like, bro, what are you doing? Like it was such a weird choice that it's just like everybody they mama wanted him and Aurora back together, and then you just went, nah, she's never gonna forgive you. Like, what? Huh?
That was basically what they did.
Oh man.
Well,
It's I don't know, man. Because I love T'Challa and I love Storm, and I feel like I kind of grew up in a very particular weird time where like, because I wasn't reading their relationship hella heavy, I was taking in their dynamic through mostly like animated series stuff or movies. Seeing like how weird and discombobulated their relationship has been, because I wasn't aware of like how often they were broken up and put back together until like I was seeing other people talk about it. I went back and looked, and I was like, damn, they don't want this nigga or her to be happy, period. Like, I feel like
for sure, no.
And it's a good place, it's just like ripped apart.
But most definitely, and you can tell that like Marvel really wasn't happy, or like overall Marvel wasn't really happy with Ridley's choice. Like they let him do it because Ridley had like the clout to pull it off. But like you can tell that overall Marvel editorial wasn't happy with what Ridley did, because they had Jed McKay basically put them on the same fucking team with the Avengers. They pretty much like let Brian Edward Hill write them back together or with each other, like half together, half not together, because he was married to Okoye and weirdness and nonsense in the Ultimate Universe. So like it was very much akin to this idea they want Storm to be a part of the Wakandan legacy, but forces beyond their control kept messing it up. And it's like, you've done so much damage to this. Like it's gonna take like one good run to put them back together, where it's like something happens where they both end up in a pit on another planet or some shit, and they have to come together or something like that. Because like Coach did so much work trying to put them two back together, between the crew, between those early issues of his run to then the Space Wakanda shit. Like he tried so hard, and then really just said, hey, I'm gonna light a fire on all of that, and I'm gonna walk out the door after like 12 issues. And I'm like, the fuck? Huh?
You gonna have to have them go through like an intense like relationship therapy. You have to have like the best woman writer who writes relationships possible to fucking. You gonna need like NK or somebody to write that shit out, because this.
Give him old girl who wrote the vampire tie-in. Give him what was her name? Old
that
girl
was Danny Lore, I believe.
No, hold on. What's that damn event called?
Come on, Blood Hunt.
Yeah, Blood Hunt, Black Panther.
Oh, you're talking about you're talking about Cheryl and Eaton.
Yeah, like have Cheryl and Eaton write that shit. Like, cause she could pull it off. I could see her doing it. Cause like genuinely, we're at a point where I feel like Marvel needs those two back together on a substantial level, to where like you have them back together, you have them reform the crew, and you let that then flourish. Like we need like a good 5 years of T'Challa with no baggage and no nonsense, but Marvel won't let it happen. That's why like we're at what, like 720 days.
You already know what my thoughts are on this shit. We've talked about it before. I think they need to move past him being the king of Wakanda and let that nigga go on a pilgrimage or some shit and stay gone. Because I feel like Wakanda has been this thing that's been like anchoring him down into all his bullshit. Is that he's always doing shit in the best interest of Wakanda. And I thought they had a chance to do that when they fucking excommunicated a nigga from Wakanda. And I'm like, okay, cool. You can go like discover who you are outside of the fucking country you were raised in.
Yeah.
Like you can discover who you are as an individual.
They kind of half-assed did it with Evil Ewing's run, because like he was supposed to be in a place where he wasn't normally, like he was in a city. Well, technically he was still in Wakanda, but he was in a city that wasn't.
He was
like
the ghetto of Wakanda, basically.
Right? Yeah, he was basically the ghetto.
Like y'all all have like basic housing and shit, but y'all ain't rich. Was the idea where like y'all gotta like you had it's like Canada where everyone's got housing, everyone's got healthcare, but y'all ain't rich. It was the idea.
Send a nigga like Kunlun or fucking somewhere in New York with the X-Men. So I don't know. Send him somewhere that's far away from Wakanda in my mind, like where he's in, like he's going through culture shock damn near if need be. This I don't know. That's just me.
I mean, when he went to a completely different universe because she said good morning, and he took that shit over, I said, all right. because she said good morning.
Nigga, have you seen Storm?
Well,
Come on now. Come
I
on, nigga.
mean, look, they tried with like the best they ever did. The closest they did to what you're talking about was Black Panther: Man Without Fear. That's the
And it was
closest.
rough.
Yeah, when he's doing that one. Yeah.
And it was,
Honestly,
that to
also.
me, that was my personal favorite Black Panther story until like the Coke shit came.
Yeah, I gotta go back and read that entire thing. I've seen bits. I saw the.
It's to the point that like so many individuals didn't mess with it that like it's not even included in any of the omnibus. So like if you were so disliked that you weren't an omnibusy, that says a lot about you as a run. I'm just saying.
Wasn't that like a whole thing with him fighting Craven at one point, I believe? Or am I tripping?
Something like
Yes, that was.
Yeah. Okay.
That
honestly,
was
John
why
Stewart.
people, that was
John
why they
Stewart
were
brought up
so
a.
anxious for that.
He brought up a good point here, and this I guess is more of a bigger conversation around the big two as a whole. But really, he asks, really, is there any happiness in the Marvel universe? And that goes into, again, I feel like we've had these conversations like in group chats, whatever it may be. But for me, I really want to see this era in Marvel, rather it be through a variant universe or at least for a little bit with mainline, where we can move into a next era of these heroes where we're able to let these heroes retire or like grow past them being heroes. Especially with somebody like Spider-Man. Like I want to, we've got a tidbit of that where you saw like him being a father with Mayday Parker and that being a whole thing. Like seeing Spider-Man as a mentor where he's not actively being Spider-Man, where he's on some fucking Batman Beyond Bruce Wayne shit. I enjoyed that aspect of his character, and I would like to
we
see
need
that
like
with
another
more
heroic
characters.
age, like after how we had Dark Reign. We need another heroic age for even the heroic age didn't last more than like 6 months because they had Original Sin. You need like a good like a year or two of occasional good stories, occasional one shots, nothing too crazy done in ones. Both DC and Marvel need this, where you just sit the fuck down, you give people good starting points where the whole universe isn't about to explode, and you just give people jumping on points that feel natural and feel organic. Because if you don't, you're gonna keep having a generation of motherfuckers that want your absolute universe, that want your ultimate universe, because it's better jumping on points that don't feel like you need a whole encyclopedic knowledge of shit to understand what the fuck is going on.
Okay,
Well, I mean,
so the problem with that though is, one, you're expecting niggas to read. Two, you're expecting niggas to have feelings. And three, you're expecting them to have both of those things at the same time with media literacy. No. So it's like we can want those things, but Marvel especially, because Marvel is very much more tapped into emotions than DC is, I feel like. But Marvel also understands their readers and knows that pulling something like this, even when they've tried, for example, the Spider-Man video game, where they tried to have for, Peter Parker to sit his fucking ass down and receive death threats for a video game where they wanted Peter Parker to sit the fuck down. And it's like they would be doing that same exact thing, but to writers, because writers are more open and are on social media and do the talking and things like that, and they share their ideas. And there are people who have shared the same ideas for things like this because they want to write things like this. And in their comment section are people who are like, I would actually slit your throat if you ever did some dumb shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, are y'all fucking okay? My God.
I think though, in looking at that, it's the whole conversation we've had before around like people don't know what they want. Because even originally when Miles came out, like there was a similar like dialogue around, us blackwashing Spider-Man, or is the black replacement, whatever it may be. And then now we're in an era post the Spider-Verse films where this nigga is damn near probably what you could probably argue like top 5 most popular heroes on Earth right now in regards to like recognizability, people watching the content that he's in, how we just came off of an amazing ongoing run with Cody Ziegler that he had, and now they're about to do another one immediately right after the fact. And this is the sort of thing where I'm like, yeah, put these niggas down. Yeah, people will be mad in a moment, probably, more than likely. And hell, maybe you have some people that put this shit down, but I guarantee you, the same niggas that were mad about Paul being involved in Spider-Man shit and saying how bad Spider-Man was for the longest time, they still bought them fucking Spider-Man books. I promise you, if you replace or put Peter down or put Peter into a mentorship role, niggas are gonna say, oh, we'll slit your throat, we're gonna do X, Y, and Z, and a damn thing gonna happen.
Why?
Yeah.
He's right, because...
You said what?
Why would you want Bishop to date Storm? Storm.
Who said that?
my boy
Well,
Joseph
somebody
Ashley
said,
wants
could
Bishop
mess with a
Storm.
Storm from a different universe, but why would you want that?
Mess with the Storm from different. That just seems weird. Yeah, like that
Any
I can't get.
Storm from any universe, honestly, just seems like such an.
Yeah.
I mean,
we get into some House of the Dragon shit.
Yeah, because in any universe, okay, so let's say, okay, like once again, it's never been confirmed, but just the fact that they've hinted around it so heavily over the years that she is related to him, that means in any universe she's probably related to him, and in a, he is literally descended from her by no less than like removed only maybe by 2 generations.
Not only that, I like this is just me kind of like kind of getting tired of this idea, but I kind of get tired of the token X Nicole model that people do like from South Park, where there's another black character, we have to put the 2 black characters together. That shit gets annoying, bro. Like yeah, obviously we don't want every black character to end up with a white significant other, but like genuinely, it gets annoying when they're just like, yo, we have to put the other black character who's around here with the other black character. It genuinely gets frustrating. It shows a lack of ideas, a lack of like brain power, where it's like, yeah, I get it, but like something needs to be a little bit different sometimes. So like the fact that even like they're like, what about a different universe? It's like, we don't need those 2 together, bro. What are you talking about?
And John Stewart brings up another great question for y'all that I want to propose to the panel here. Is it possible with the company's cultist obsession with bringing in new readers and defaulting to setting the characters back to 0 to try to fulfill that goal?
Here's my diabolical plan that I keep trying to like put out in the ether and see if someone's gonna bite at it at some point. We need to let Mark Waid or in the case of somebody else at Marvel like do the same thing with like what I've been proposing with DC, where just give niggas a world's finest universe where they could go read Silver Age shit, or you could go or have the ultimate universe be where you have the Tony Steve and Bruce Banner and Clint Barton shit. Like, give us old head shit in a different universe. That way you can keep up with the old heads, and then have the main universe be where you push stories forward. Because it is getting tiring seeing all these characters do the same damn thing over and over and over again. Like, genuinely, Peter Parker is more appealing than less appealing than a jar of mayonnaise at this point. Like, I am so sick of reading Peter Parker stories. Like when they were like, "Hey, he's got a new suit with a new alien in it," and I'm like, brother, do you have any ideas for some new shit? Oh, all the Spider characters are going to team up to get ready to fight the Green Goblin when Norman Osborn finally trips out. Brother, that sounds like the most boring idea for issue 1000 you could have possibly had. Like, genuinely, it's to the point where nothing Spider, like anything remotely sounds interesting other than Miles or maybe Gwen or Cindy on their own. I have no interest in reading a Peter Parker book. So, like even when they were like, "Hey, Chip Zdarsky's going to do a Captain America book," I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like, unless it's Sam Wilson, I don't give a shit because I'm tired of reading Steve Rogers. Like, it's so boring. So it's just
I ain't gonna hold you. That Captain America book lit. So
it's lit.
Yeah.
It's lit. Don't get me wrong.
like I ain't gonna hold you, JP. I ain't gonna hold you, JP. But I was sitting here this whole time. As soon as you said Chip Zdarsky, I was like, "Ooh, this is about to be ugly." Because I said,
well, no, because like here's the thing.
Because I'm like, because the whole time I'm sitting here like, what the
is wrong with you?
No, because here's the thing. And I said the same thing. I said the same exact thing about Chip Zdarsky's Captain America when the same thing when Immortal Hulk came out, where I was like, bruh, Bendis straight up took that man out of solitude, where he was on his own with Greg Pak. He had like freaking Amadeus was the totally awesome Hulk. Bruce didn't have no Gamma in him anymore. Things were progressing, things were good, and then Bendis goes, "I'm about to kill this man for no reason," and say he had Gamma in him the whole time. And then Al Ewing comes in like, "I got an idea. Let's say he never died." I'm like, come on, man. Like, it's the same shit where it's just like.
Look, once again, you need to pick better examples because Immortal Hulk is goated.
That's what I'm saying. Where
I'm just saying, you got to pick better examples.
No, I'm sticking by those examples because it's like I would take the progression over the iconic story. Is what I'm saying. I would take the progression, like same thing that I say about Kyle Rayner continuing over Green Lantern Rebirth. I would take Hal Jordan staying in the grave for years and years and years, and let Kyle Rayner progress. Then that's what I'm saying. Where it's like I would take the idea being given to the more like the newer character than us saying let's keep having the same characters do the same thing over and over and over again. Because Chip could have easily gave that story to Sam. Chip could have easily given that story to Sam.
He could have, but here's the thing: it would not. I mean, I'm not gonna say it wouldn't have worked. But there's like, and I don't know. Have you read any of that Captain America story?
I've read the first couple issues.
I'm assuming you haven't read much of it because I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. It wouldn't have worked with Sam.
It would not have.
It would not have worked with Sam. So I'm just, and that.
I like
and
when they put
yeah.
Sam in stuff, but it would like the way that they have this story going. Sam would not fit the bill for this at all.
Not to mention, okay. First off, okay. Have you read Armageddon yet, JP?
Yeah,
the first issue. Okay,
yeah.
So here's what would have happened. Instead of like Steve Rogers being in the hospital, we would be having a funeral for Sam Wilson.
Yeah, you're right.
So let me. Now, do you still want that Sam Wilson Captain America Chip Zdarsky story?
No.
Y'all some bullies, man. Y'all mean.
No, like genuinely, like it's so frustrating because
it was coming off of that Captain America run, because I did also want Sam to be part of that Captain America story when they first brought it out, but when it wasn't Sam and then all of this shit happened and then Armageddon started off that way,
right.
I was like,
I agree with you in this pretense, but like I agree with you in that pretense. But I'm sitting here looking at the fact that Sam got 5 issues of a miniseries when his movie came out, and then 2 months later they're like, "Hey guys, Chip's writing a Steve story," and I'm like, "Are you serious? Are y'all actually lost your goddamn mind?" Like,
I feel you from that standpoint.
Like it's or the fact that originally Red Hulk's story that got tied into Armageddon, that was ongoing. That was straight up an ongoing till it got canceled because it didn't have enough readership. Like, that was an ongoing. So when they announce a Sam mini and a Red Hulk ongoing, and then 2 months later they go, "Hey, here's a new Steve book," I'm sitting here like, you got me fucked up right now. That's what I mean about lack
Do
of
they
progression.
need to have a Sam book? Absolutely. Does Sam need to be part of this one? No.
No. Very much not.
Like, I was happy that he was, but like, yeah, ultimately, look, give him his own shit, and I'm glad that, I'll be glad when he does. But to get us back on track, because we've gone very far the fuck afield, I'll just say that the beauty of this book, the beauty of this, of this here Bishop, is that I get to see the return of a character who I have often loved and was very sad is not around, and that is Shard. Shard being a character who, she technically died, came back, and was like a hologram for a while.
And they acknowledged that. I was so happy that they fucking acknowledged it. So I was going to do this as a TikTok video, but then when I was reading it and reading his narration, and he started talking about the setup, how he got the bad information, how she ended up getting killed, and how he had her alive as a hologram to keep her mind open or her mind alive because her body was dead. I said, you know what? Nope. We're going to talk about this in a YouTube video because everybody, like a lot of people that I've talked to who know like of Shard, but not really what happened to her because they haven't seen her, they didn't even know that she was dead.
Yep.
Well, let alone how she died. So I'm like, yeah, I want to talk about that. I was so glad that he brought it up and explained that situation, how bad he felt about the whole situation. I love that.
Well, just the fact that like she was gone for so long, and obviously because they had rules, they couldn't bring back certain types of mutants during the Krakoan era. But I did always find it kind of funny that like, I was like, but y'all let other motherfuckers like hang around or come back, or y'all bend them rules like when it suits y'all. But I was like, man, y'all
let gold balls in here, but you can't let Shard come in here. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
They made that motherfucker important.
They really did make gold balls important.
Yeah, they made that motherfucker like too important. I was like, goddamn, y'all put a little too much respect on this man's name. But no, I was happy with this because it's kind of, I don't know if this is the way that Saladin is actually going to go, but like it does seem like they're going to be cleaning up some of the weirder parts of Bishop's history. maybe correcting some things, or they'll do the thing that a lot of miniseries do. They take the toys out of the toy box, throw them all over the room, and then put the toys back in the toy box nice and neat when the story is over.
But see, I will counter that and say I'm glad that this time Saladin has a specific guideline as to what he's allowed to do in these 5 issues. Because the last time Saladin got to play in a giant toy box before Miles was Exiles, and Exiles got unceremoniously canceled before he could do shit with it. So he had laid out all this stuff where he wanted to revisit the stuff from the original run. He brought back a lot of the original characters like Mimic and Sabretooth and shit like that. Man had a plan, and then them sales dipped too low, and they said, "Never mind." So it's just I'm glad that he's at least given enough room to tell the story that he wants to tell, and then they're like, "All right, cool, we're gonna end it there and call it a day." So I'm glad he's given the shot that he is, but I do agree that there's a chance that they're just gonna put it all in the back of the box and never reference Shard again.
Yeah.
Again, Jesus Christ. Before we move into the next topic, again, y'all, we about at 50-something views, boy, and only 39 likes, boy. If you hear an hour in, you're fucking with the stream. So do me a favor, just show me you fucking with it by liking your stream. That's all I'm saying. And if you're watching this after the fact on mobile, hype the stream. Hit the hype button. Next, Kaori, we have more things. The next thing we have is kind of discussing possible announcements at San Diego Comic-Con and things that we want to see potentially announced or things that we speculate to be announced. Kaori has given me a. Oh no, is everybody gone? Oh wait.
No, we're here.
I got scared because niggas were awfully still for a second. They were awfully still, and I saw JP with his eye. I saw JP with his eyes rolled up, and I was like, "Shit, is that nigga here?" All right. Anyway, y'all scared me. Shit announcements.
Damn.
Kaori, I have images here. I'm gonna let you take this shit away. Which one do you want us over first?
We can start with the Doomsday one, actually.
All right.
That one was more so part of the discourse happening on Threads and Instagram, where everybody was very pissed off and still pissed off because the last teaser announcement that we got, everybody was like, "Oh my god, we're getting a trailer, we're getting a trailer, we're getting a trailer, we're getting a trailer," and that shit was for coffee.
That was some bullshit. I'm not gonna hold you. That was some bullshit.
I will say
everybody
though,
and their mama. Everybody and their mama had a right to be mad about that shit.
I know we know Marvel better than this. Marvel is some of the biggest fucking trolls, and we should know better than this. And I
right,
said,
but that should come out in December.
For example, Infinity War, the Infinity War trailer that had the Hulk right on in there, like he was going to be part of the fucking squad, and then what happened? So when they said that, "Oh, we're getting a trailer," I said, I mean, it was the nerd websites that were basically saying this, and these super random Instagram accounts that were like, we're getting a trailer. And so, of course, everybody was like, "Oh, man, we're getting a trailer." And then that shit was coffee. And I said, I feel like the trailer that y'all are looking for is going to come at San Diego Comic-Con.
I will say this, too. We are in an era, for whatever reason, at least in the last couple months to a year, where all the trailers that they drop get leaked. Or when it came to the early ones, other parts of teaser trailers were getting leaked online. So I'm like, if there's a trailer, we'll probably get it leaked. Because I think, was it just last week, the Brand New Day trailer got leaked, and niggas were talking about that trailer.
Well, that was from a Sony hack. That was a little bit different. That was called Sony's cybersecurity was lacking, and someone got caught.
But they legit all the fucking teaser trailers from with Patrick Stewart, with Thor, all 4 of them got leaked.
Those were their strategic leaks. We already do that.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Marvel is some of the, at this point, Kevin Feige and his team for PR and all that shit for marketing, they are the biggest trolls fucking ever, because they know everybody keeps looking to the internet for these fucking trailers, and they see these nerd websites going, "Oh, we're going to get a trailer, and I can just imagine Kevin being like, "Are you sure? You think
also,
is that what you think today?"
Look no further too than Tom Holland, because even the stuff where when Tom Holland it's like, "Oh, he's about to leak some shit, or he was notorious for that. Even that was kayfabe. That shit was chaos.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't like, oh, because let's be real. If he couldn't keep his mouth shut, they would have fucking fired him.
That nigga, it's the mouse, bro. It's the mouse. They're like, she's like, anyway, that shit. It's the mouse. I don't care.
No,
I don't care how popular you are, nigga.
That's why we look at everyone's like, oh man, dude, he's gonna leak it. He's gonna leak it. It's like he's not leaking shit. The same thing goes like, even though technically not Kevin Feige, but like, Deadpool. When the trailer or the test footage for Deadpool leaked, that was Ryan Reynolds. He leaked.
That was him going, "I'm salty, y'all motherfuckers."
Yeah, he was like, "I'm leaking this shit on purpose because if it gets enough buzz, it'll get made." And guess what happened? It got fucking made. So I mean,
that shows like when fucking Iwan McGregor. Oh my god, I'm blanking on the other Magneto actor's name.
Ian McKellen.
When he fucking like let it loose that Magneto's gonna blow New Jersey up. And you saw the Chief Keef memes after that shit came out. I'm gonna blow New Jersey up. I was like, yeah, there's no way he did that shit on it. He's too tenured to fucking let some shit out, like, or either that or he's just too old to give a fuck at this point. One of the two.
Well, he's kind of in Harrison Ford mode. Yeah. It's like he's in Harrison Ford mode. Harrison, like, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but Harrison Ford don't give a fucking shit no more.
No.
That motherfucker,
that man don't care about fucking nothing.
He's like, fire me. What y'all gonna do?
When they killed that nigga off of Star Wars, he was like, thank God, I'm done. I'm free. I'm free. Dobby is free.
Right. Harrison is a free elf.
I don't have to read another fucking George Lucas script ever again. Nigga, I'm free. Oh fuck.
He said, "Don't y'all ever look for me at these goddamn Star Wars conventions."
Kaori, next image you have here, I don't know what this is referring to.
Exit out of that one.
Oh, never mind.
Is that Monet?
Yeah, hold on. I was go to the that one. Okay,
that's my girl, Monet.
I was basically saying like this was the road to Comic-Con via representation. So I did stop reading Uncanny X-Men immediately after Age of Revelation because that shit was pissing me off. Because randomly, out of absolutely nowhere, Elsa Bloodstone showed up and just started fucking fighting them. There was no explanation. I was confused. And then the next issue did not explain anything either. So I was sitting here like, I'm going to give this a break for like, I don't know, a couple issues. And I did stop reading it for a minute. And I did say I was going to go back because I picked up like 2 or 3 issues where Monet St. Croix showed her ass. And then she came in there talking her shit and beating the fuck out of people. And I said, she's going to lead the Uncanny X-Men, ain't she? And then lo and behold, pull up the one where she's talking to Rogue. Go faster.
Nigga, hush. Leave me alone.
Damn.
Lo and behold, Rogue is actually sitting here talking to her after all of that shit happened and is like, I need you to do me a favor. Do you mind leading them for a while? And she said, hell yeah.
Monet's been like needing this for a while.
Huh?
That like Monet's needed this for a while. Like ever since what was it? I think it was Cullen Bunn's Uncanny X-Men, like around the I don't know all different Marvel era. I've been waiting for Monet to get this chance, and I'm hyped to see this now. Like genuinely.
I said, you know what? That's all I fucking needed right there because she's my favorite black woman. One of my favorite black women. My fucking girl. Yes, ma'am. Period.
Love creamy niggas, man.
Well, I mean, she well, the funny thing about it too is that like she was like teased for so long that she was going to end up and I think Gail might have even accidentally like leaked it maybe like 5 ever ago that she was going to be on the team, because then like she kind of said something and then nothing happened for a while. But then like you fast forward a little bit and we start kind of seeing more like glimpses and teases of her. But I'm glad that they're actually doing something with her, because I was like, shit, Monet is that character that pops up in places and then just randomly disappears.
So
the one that you had pulled up where she's that whole situation with the monster or whatever, and I was about to say Cyclops, Lord Jesus. Wolverine stuck his hand through the man's face. Was like, the conversation that she was having with him was like kind of like a reflective conversation, which is why, again, I wanted to go back and read where Elsa and them had shown up because he was like essentially controlling these random fucking mutants or whatever. So I was really, really happy to see them bring in her, because prior to that they had another black woman who was a really powerful mutant that was holding back that Vashon, whatever the fuck she was called, that demon thing that she was holding back. And she
Lady
was,
Henrietta,
I think, from like Louisiana also. She was badass.
So for
like,
the casual fans like myself, y'all want to explain who the fuck Monet is? I've never seen this woman before in my life.
Really?
Really?
Yeah,
Maybe I have.
dude,
I didn't know it was
I
her.
was going to do a video on her when I saw that she was going to start leading the Uncanny X-Men. I was actually going to do a video on her because I haven't seen her in a long ass fucking time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this. I'm like, she kind of fine. I would remember this. I don't remember this character.
She's from Generation X. She was on the Generation X team back with Jubilee and Sync, Skin, and Chain,
all them
and so
motherfuckers.
forth.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Matter of fact, she's in X-Men 97 season. She's confirmed
2,
X-Men 97
3?
season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
So
yeah,
it's very
basically,
Yeah,
she,
like she at one point, like when she was either evil or her brother is Implate.
Yeah, fuck her.
And so, and because like her name, her like X-Men name is M. But she has like a variety of like a huge variety of fucking powers. So like super strength, super speed, reflexes, night vision.
She's the Eric Cartman of the X-Men, where she just does a lot of shit.
Yeah, she telekinesis. She has
Captain Every Power.
Literally, yes. Like she's fucking amazing. And then when she was Penance, she had like a red diamond skin.
She was basically Emma Frost before Emma Frost, at least in terms of having like a secondary power that basically made her like super fucking durable. But that one got bogged down in a lot of weird shit because like when they were on Generation X, you had Monet, but then you had Penance off somewhere separately, and then it was like, because like she has two twin sisters, like younger sisters.
The M twins is what they were called like prior to that. Yeah.
And when you say penance, is this in relation to at all to like the spirit of vengeance at all, or is it just coincidental?
No. He put it in the chat. But...
Yeah, it's but basically that like that alternate form, that was like her like, okay, it's time to go to war form.
And then, we pulling up right now.
Yeah, that was her shit back then. And like I said, she's a cool character. My only beef with Monet has nothing to do with the character herself. It's how she's been depicted over the years. Because there were some really nasty times when folks used to have her looking white as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, that right there.
So she black, right? Or she mixed?
Yes, she's black.
She is very black. She is
Gotcha.
very much a black woman.
Damn, I don't see not one curl pattern on that hair. That's kind of crazy, ain't it?
Well, so okay.
Like I think she's also French. She's like black and French, but I think her like either her father or her mother is like a black Frenchman.
But they're a black French. That's what I'm saying. Is she white? Part white? Because French is a nationality.
Well, so I can clear this up. That middle picture, that's Greg Land. That's Greg Land art right there. Now, the other one, that's just also white people drawing black characters.
Yeah, they got her looking like fucking Kita from fucking fucking Atlantis.
Well,
that's an old dude who drew Young Justice. I forget his name. Hold on.
Yeah, she is black though, and I do have a video that I'm going to do.
Oh, Todd. Yeah, that's Todd Knock. I think it's Todd Knock's art.
Yeah, I don't see not one curl pattern in that motherfucker here. She 100% Negro. That's kind of crazy, ain't it?
Right. But like you know just as well as we do.
White
that,
people drawing a black woman.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, look, nigga, I lived through the 90s. That shit, you just had to like that was some shit you just had to just accept. Because Storm only recently started getting curl pattern in her shit.
Yeah, she recently started getting curls.
Yeah, Storm used to have the exact same fucking hair.
Yeah, I'm spoiled, nigga.
You can go holler at Rocky back in the Milestone days where her hair was that stock, like Nia Long on Fresh Prince look, where it didn't go nowhere. Like it was real specific.
Matter of fact, Storm had that shit for a little bit too, where she had the Halle Berry. She had the stock Halle Berry for a minute. But see, now I've been noticing motherfuckers been getting them damn them black hairpins for Clip Studio, because when I was looking at Faraha in the last couple issues of Storm, I was like, nah, nigga, I know that curl pin, I know that black hair curl pin, nigga. Y'all ain't gonna sneak that shit past me, man, because I got the same pin. I was like, y'all know ball. All right, nigga.
Kiori, your last thing here is a Miles picture, right? What was the prediction here?
I have thoughts as well, but I'll let Kaori go because it's her topic.
Oh, that wasn't actually like a prediction. That was just it was something because, like I said, I saved the road to San Diego Comic-Con via representation and them announcing Miles Morales prior to this, and I really kind of feel like they're going to announce more because Marvel Comics does have like their panel every year. So I'm like super excited to see if they see it.
I will say this is one of the hardest covers I've seen in a minute. I ain't gonna lie. This is ass fucking cover. This cover is cold as fuck. This is a cold ass fucking cover, nigga.
You know who that is? You know that's Simone De Mayo.
Yes,
that was the guy.
He don't play. I love him.
Yeah. That's the same dude that was doing. Let's see. Do I have it? Yeah.
He did some Black Panther covers during Stormbreakers. Yeah, he did that. Yeah.
Yep. We only find them when they're dead.
Let me follow this nigga on Instagram real quick because I'm gonna have to DM this nigga. I'm gonna have to DM buddy at some point. You want some money? Hey, I got some money for you. Come do something for me real quick.
JP, what were your thoughts?
So there is a lot of people on social media right now who are like waiting with bated breath for this book to come out. Not only because of the fact that they're worried that Brian Edward Hill is not going to be on ball the way Cody Ziegler was, but also because of what was said in the solicit for this book. Because a lot of people are looking at Brian Edward Hill a little sideways because of him even hinting at the idea that Miles and Tiana Toombs are gonna break up, because if that happens, that's gonna be war. That is going to be war in the family.
I'm not gonna hold you.
One of the only good black relationships in comic books, and you took her out the game. That's gonna be anarchy in the streets. So
we talking about Buddy. Oh my god. Okay, I'm tripping. I thought that's not Vulture's granddaughter, right?
Vulture's granddaughter. Yeah.
Okay. Vulture's granddaughter. Yeah.
I never knew what her fucking name was. I knew the character, but I never remember what her name was.
Yeah, that's Tiana.
Toombs.
Ironically enough, she was a creation of Saladin Ahmed. So like, it very much is in tune with that idea that there was a whole big push to give Miles a girlfriend and put it a little bit into the lore. And then one of my favorite fights in the entirety of Cody Ziegler's run is Miles versus Vulture, where they do that one homage. I'm gonna be a really bad anime fan for like 2 seconds and forget where the reference comes from. But that moment,
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh, are you talking about
JoJo's?
The JoJo's?
Or the JoJo's?
The JoJo's one, the JoJo one. Where Cody Ziegler, because Cody Ziegler wears his anime references on his sleeve. Like he was ready to pull up on that fight, because the whole idea is that because freaking Vulture thinks that Miles is bad for Tiana, and Miles comes in ready to square up like, oh, you want something, motherfucker? And it goes hard real quick because it's right after Miles got bit by a vampire and T'Challa gave him the vibranium suit to control his powers, and now he's like, now I'm ready to go, motherfucker. You want to go? And man, Vulture got his ass beat. So,
nigga, this is a JoJo. This is a JoJo's reference.
Yeah, JoJo's. Yeah. Well, no, the thing is, reason why I said Jujutsu Kaisen, because there's another
Jujutsu Kaisen reference in it.
No, there's multiple Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, there is multiple. Yeah,
there's like at least 4 or 5 different Jujutsu Kaisen, and also him having the electric sword is literally
a reference to that.
Well, not just that, but like it's a
that one.
He even said like bleach and shit like that.
Sure.
Yeah. There's that and a whole bunch of shit.
That's hard.
There's a lot of motherfuckers that hate on that sword, but bro, that sword is so fucking baller. Like if they don't keep, like if Hilo doesn't keep that sword going, I'm about to be fighting somebody, bro. Like that sword is so cool.
Yeah, him having a lightning sword is cool as fuck. That's one of the few, like we talk about things that make him different from Peter. I'm like, him having electric weapons is cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Like man, one of my favorite pictures of Miles ever is in the Art of Torrin Clark book that Torrin released last year, where it literally has Miles with the sword in hand. And like I've told Torrin multiple times, if he would ever release just this as a giant poster, I would pay however much he would want for that shit, because that shit goes so hard and it makes me so mad that it ain't on a larger scale. But like,
Yeah, I've seen this. I've seen this is hard as fuck.
Right? It just it makes me so mad, bro. It makes me so mad.
Quite literally, I see this picture. All
excuse me. Excuse me. I have a question.
No.
What's up?
Where is my Galactus pictures?
Oh,
When you get to your segment, they're gonna be in there.
but you
Okay.
know, but you know,
Nigga.
a lot of people are really concerned about what Hill's going to do with this run, but I'm excited at the very least, because this is going to be the first time we've touched on Aaron Davis being a SHIELD agent since Bendis's run. So I'm hyped to see what they do with that, because it felt like because of the video game and the movie, we stopped like paying attention to the fact that Aaron Davis used to be a SHIELD agent. So we'll see, but I'm excited. I think a lot of people are also just looking at Marvel sideways right now because of how long it's been since T'Challa had an ongoing, and Luke Cage is finally doing something. He's joining the Avengers in Zdarsky's end of Armageddon. So we'll see what happens there. But Miles being your only black rep is looking real sus right now.
I just think Miles shouldn't have another run. We just had a great Cody Ziegler run from this nigga.
I would argue the Ziggler's run shouldn't have ended. I'm tired of this 42 gimmick. Like that's my biggest issue, is that if you're gonna bring it back, stop with the 42 gimmick.
Now, if he didn't have, again, I don't know if he had more of the right with that, or if that was like planned, or I don't know how many issues he had like storyboarded out. But it shouldn't be like, hey, this ends and immediately, instead of just giving us a different black character, it's this. Because even to your point with Luke, right? We know that there's about to be another season of Daredevil where Luke Cage is about to be a significant like part of that season. Perfect time to get this nigga his fucking book, because we have another Alias book coming out after seeing Jessica Jones in this fucking season of Daredevil. So why can't we get another Luke Cage book?
They're gonna wait till right when he comes out and give him a miniseries. Probably they're gonna wait till you're gonna have a brand new Power Man and Iron Fist miniseries right when that shit's about to come out next year. That's what's gonna happen. And it makes like I'm gonna like, and mark my words, that shit's gonna happen, and we're gonna be right back here in a year, sitting here and be like, I told y'all motherfuckers this was gonna happen, and it's gonna be funny as hell.
I mean, it's not even like it don't even have to be an I told you so, because I mean, it's literally what Marvel does every time. It's not even like
I'm gonna get an I told you so like video effect that just pops up like JP was right. Just real satisfactory too.
I'm hoping we actually get some announcements for some more shows and movies that aren't Marvel and DC. Like, I'm hoping we get more news, possibly. I don't know. I feel like if it were more news, Sebastian would have said something about it. But like maybe with the Niobe series, or just more information around stuff that's just not Marvel and DC.
Yeah,
I feel like
the Exquisite Corpses situation also.
Yeah, with that show,
really great to be talked about.
I mean, Rascal Randy's FOC is Monday, so like this, like, and they're going to be announcing stuff when it comes to the other two books, Fox Mass Killer and Lone Gunman, and the anthology book is coming out in the latter half of the year that talks about the rest of the killers, because they're like, we'll do the 3 most popular, and then the rest of them get an anthology book, which is like the one shot. So,
even I'll take a fucking Sex Criminals trailer at this point. Like we know the casting for, we know the director, or at least the writer for the first episode. Like why can we get a trailer somewhere soon, maybe potentially? I know it's maybe relatively like fresh. I don't know if they've even started shooting yet.
I don't think they've done enough yet to have a.
Yeah, they haven't done enough of that.
Yeah,
for someone who was too scared to have that on his shelf, you're talking a lot about Sex Criminals all of a sudden, sir.
Oh, they're getting a whole video. I'm not talking about it on the channel. I just, if I have a significant other or like my mom walking in my place, I don't want a book that says Sex Criminals on the shelf. Like, the fuck is this here for? I'm like, look, because my mom, I did not have the pleasure of being like Ernie's kid and being blessed to have a fucking parent that is a super nerd in the house. My mother's not on no nerdy shit whatsoever. So any nerdy thing I was into, she looked at me like I was fucking crazy. She's like, what the fuck is this? She was like, all right, cool. Like, literally, the fact that as a child, when I was like 6 or some shit, she got me Mass Effect. That wasn't no fucking game I needed to be playing at like fucking 6. I didn't play that game and understand that game until I was like fucking 13, 12. But like, she would just get us random shit, and she would, like, because it was like maybe nerdy, and she heard it was nerdy, she would just get us shit. So a book being titled "Sex Criminals" on a, like, no, nigga. She barely understood if you heard fucking like screams in a fucking anime, especially if that shit. That's part of the reason why I don't watch subbed anime for real, because the sub voices or women screaming and shit sound oddly sexual. And in my household, my mother, yeah, bro, that wasn't gonna go, bro.
Imagine Goku subbed in your house. That'd be funny as fuck.
Nigga. The only reason I gotta wear Dragon Ball shit is my stepdad watched Dragon Ball growing up and shit.
Oh, okay.
So he understood the Dragon Ball shit. Everything else was no, they weren't getting that shit.
They said
My mom, yeah, she does not do nerd shit. She's you know what's funny? And I'll give this quick little story. It's about Reaper. She's getting more invested in shit that I'm doing now because she's seeing a little bit of emotion. I ain't gonna hold you. Not to pat my own back, but we get a little bit of emotion at least. So she's like, I took the link to your book at church, and I was telling people at church to buy it. I was like, Ma, don't ask them church folks to buy this book. Why? This book is about demons, and like there's legit like gore in this book. She's like, and okay, there's demons in it. Like, yeah, on one of the covers there's a legit fucking demon. You can see the demon right there. It'll be all right. That'll be okay. I said, all right, now. Well, you make sister Mabel pass the fuck out because she's looking at a demon in the book, nigga. That's on you. That's
Not
on you.
Sister
That
Mabel. I'm dead.
That ain't on me.
Sister Mabel. Love
I'm
it.
dead.
That ain't on me.
Love it.
But yeah. Kaori, we're going to get into your segment here. What do you got for us?
My nigga Galactus.
Galactus. So I actually had shared this the other day because I share this fact literally every year, and every year I find new people that don't know it. Galactus, when he appears to different species, will change. Well, like his face appears differently to the species that he is appearing to, as you can see there. So like when he sees humans, obviously his face would be human to us. And then of course all of the other species that he's visited, this is what his face looks like to them. Somebody actually in the comment section was like, so if a dog sees him, does he look like a dog? The answer is yes.
My question is like, why do humans see this nigga wearing this fit though? Why is this the fit? Why is this the fit? Like, why did I just see this nigga with like a regular haircut? Why does this nigga gotta be walking around this bitch looking like a beetle board?
I'm just saying, and like I will never forgive the Marvel fan base for shitting on all different Marvel. And I just put the picture in the chat because Al Ewing had the greatest fucking idea on the face of the planet, where he said, "I'm gonna turn Galactus from the World Eater to the Life Giver." And
that did not last long at all.
Right,
Yeah,
like he had Blue Marvel, Monica Rambeau, America Chavez, and Carol Danvers and T'Challa all go into space and make a device. Not Reed Richards, them niggas, and had to make a device to turn him into the Life Giver instead of the World Eater. And within less than 2 years, them like Marvel editorial was like, that sounds boring. We're gonna change it back. And I was mad. I was so mad, bro. Al Ewing had such a great freaking idea, and they pivoted away from this shit. They're like, we're gonna make Thor be a herald of Galactus now. I'm like, shut the fuck up. This was genius, and y'all hate it. It was some bullshit.
Damn, I always like that fact, and I like discovering how people don't know that.
Hell yeah, love that.
Is this not the other fact? Or is this a different
this
thing?
is part of the other facts, which is still about Galactus. I picked a random name. So, as everybody knows, Galactus is a cosmic being. So of course his height isn't usually defined. However, Marvel does have like an official lore-based base height for him, and it is 28 feet 9 inches. Which puts him shorter than the Tri-Sentinel.
That's actually pretty hilarious. That's crazy.
I said, oh, he's what?
Nah,
That is very interesting.
gang.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Now, before we move into the namesake of the show,
Yes,
there's
because
one.
the Tri-Sentinel's height is 60 feet.
Yeah.
There's one game I want to play with everybody. Okay, well, you may be able to get into this. I know you ain't knowing names of niggas at all, so we'll see.
I don't know why you do things when you know I don't know names.
I know. So you can see your way out of this one. But for JP and Ernie, I want to propose a game to you guys where you guys are going to create your perfect comic series. You're going to give me a character or IP, could be a team if you want to, a writer, a artist. Go.
Yep. Nope. Would not be me. Sorry.
I know.
Do I have
Well,
to pick a certain? Like, I have two ideas, but give me a publisher. Like, lock me down.
You
to
get
choice.
one.
No, force me to a publisher because like I have a lot of ideas.
All right, we've been talking about Marvel out today. We'll go Marvel. We'll say Marvel.
Okay. Dead ass. So a lot of people have been a lot of artists who worked on the Magic the Gathering Marvel like stuff have been posting like the full versions of their artwork for the cards over the last few days. And one of the artists who did a version of Monica Rambeau and a version of Blue Marvel dropped. And someone had that was Mateus. Literally just give me either Ronnie Barnes or a brother who understands sci-fi. Give me straight up just Monica and Adam Brashear as the Marvels. Make them the brand new top strong, like make them so like elite in the Marvel universe. They rival Mr. Fantastic and the Invisible Woman as the ultimate power couple of the Marvel universe. Like they are already two of the strongest beings in the universe. Have them navigate being the strongest beings in the universe. Let them be the leaders of the Defenders or something. I don't care. Like bring back the Ultimates. I don't give a fuck. Like genuinely. Give me like Adam Brashear and Monica Rambeau being the elite fighting force of the Marvel universe, and matter of fact, make it like I need every cover needs to be a Tori Clark cover, like at the bare minimum. Like genuinely, I want no white people a part of that book unless you are a editor or an inker. Like genuinely, I need a full force behind that book being the strongest it can be. Or at the very least, give me a Blade book. That's all.
Nigga, all that is just what's up for Blade at the end?
Like played by Ronnie Barnes. That's all I'm saying. Played by Ronnie Barnes.
This nigga just picking two. We get two.
Like, yeah, nigga, I said one. Give me one book. This nigga, come on now.
See.
You don't follow instructions, JP.
Yeah, I'm about to say you can't let JP do shit because that motherfucker will sit up here and try to take everything. This motherfucker said, you be like, hey, JP, give me one book,
I have
one
like
creative
5
team.
more ideas. That last one was a jam.
Your ass one step away from the grave, my boy.
Turn this nigga into fucking Meg from Family Guy at this point. Shit.
Because every time this man, like, you say, give me one. Next thing, this motherfucker come back with like
I had
10.
like 5 more ideas.
Nick, what I just say?
So this nigga's a father. Jesus Christ.
God damn. But no, okay. I'm not gonna give y'all a 2, 3, 4, or 5 different book idea, whatever the fuck. We're gonna keep this shit simple. So the idea of taking, I say take characters that don't get used. That's gonna be my main idea with this whole thing. So I would say maybe, as much as I would love to see a Monica Rambeau Blue Marvel book, because it is something I pitched in the past, I will say let's step away from characters everybody's familiar with, and let's step into characters people are even less familiar with than them. So coin flip. I would say take a character that most people aren't really keen on, and that's Night Thrasher. And I know he had a series not too terribly long ago.
That's a bold move right there, Captain.
That's a good one.
Yeah, you got to. You got to do something with Night Thrasher. They did technically try to bring him back with they gave him a little mini series, but I'm saying get this man hooked up. Get this man hooked up, because that's the thing people forget about. Night Thrasher is one of the smartest people in the Marvel Comics universe. He was Black Batman before I think we ever actually had like a like a black
Yeah.
Batman in the Marvel comics universe. Like, I mean, yeah, you have Black Panther, but like this dude, whole brother who was out here organizing teams, was literally shitting on Nova of all people. Like literally on some Batman shit too is the crazy part. Is I would take him back to that time where like this dude is the guy who, like, what I would do for as far as like story goes, I would center it around him being the trouble man of the Marvel Comics universe. He's kind of like same way that Batman uses Mr. Terrific. Like every so often, like Batman's got a problem, he'd be like, "Hey man, Terrific man, I need your help on this shit." Like I would have him be the guy who, like, he just goes around solving other people's problems, even when he's not asked for. Like he just, like, motherfuckers be having problems, and he just steps in the room and just like, "Yeah, man, here, this is what we're gonna do. You're gonna do this, blah, 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 blase, 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 whatever." And people are like, "Man, why should we listen to you?" He's like, "Because I already did it. I already did thing. Your problem solved. You're welcome." And then in the same breath, present him with a problem that maybe he has to put a little bit more forethought into. And if you're gonna do a story like that, honestly, the best person I think would be for the gig, like from a writing perspective. Oh, that is the tougher part of it, but I would like to see what maybe somebody like I would like to see what, like, either like a Chuck Brown or maybe like I don't want to say like the Usual Suspects either, like, because I mean I think Rodney Barnes would eat that shit up, but I'm gonna stand firm. I'm gonna stand firm on a Chuck Brown. And man, for artist, I am always really partial to Brian Stelfreeze on a lot of things, so I would do that. And yeah, I don't want to go too deep into like the color and letter. Yeah, fuck all that. Y'all figure that shit out. But no, and you know what? I don't know if it could sustain an ongoing series. But I think if you took it from an angle of making it like, hell, I think you could even go like issue the whole like long-term story line bit and make it like a problem of the week type of deal, and I think you'd actually get more value out of that. Like that, I think would actually sustain an ongoing series more than just like having an overarching story for him. And then you could also go back, clean up some of that shit from New Warriors. You could have Silhouette guest star in it from time to time, because that was a whole thing. And you could also bring in other New Warriors characters from time to time, to have little cameos, whatever. It could be fun. It could be really fun.
JP. You know who I'm surprised you didn't say?
Who's that?
Ghostlight.
I like Ghostlight, but here's the thing about Ghostlight. Ghostlight is a character that I don't have as much invested interest in, because my introduction to Ghostlight was when he was just regular Negro. So like him being retconned into being somebody special, while I thought it was cool, it took me a while to kind of warm up to it, because I was like, are we just making up some shit? Because I was like, gotcha. I remember that storyline. Like, I remember that storyline that he comes from. Right. That dude was just like, he was just a random black dude who just got unceremoniously written off of a Silver Surfer book.
Yeah, you had said minor characters. I was like, I wonder if Ernie's gonna dig in that bag a little bit. So that's what I was curious about.
Ernie,
what's up?
You probably know more, but I'm looking at, because I didn't know who Night Thrasher was. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I was looking up some images. Is this nigga based on the McDuffie pitch for the Teenage Ninja Negro Thrashers? Because I just find it ironic
Same character. Same character. It's the same character. So
is this a nigga on a skateboard as a ninja? What the fuck is this?
Charlie,
niggas took that bitch seriously?
You are stressing me out.
And funnily enough, his name is Dwayne Taylor. So like,
that's funny as fuck.
Yeah,
Charlie is stressing me out. You are stressing me out.
Why am I stressing you out?
Look at Nighthawk show up for an issue.
I don't know who Monet is. What is going on? It's like we're not friends.
It's like, bro, what are we doing? No, Night Thrasher.
Night
Thrasher was one of those characters. Like, I knew about Night Thrasher because of the New Warriors, because I was reading New Warriors back when that was hot. And when I saw that book, and I was like, wait a minute, the black dude in charge? Say word. All these white people gotta listen to him? Oh, and wait a minute, is It's his money.
And funnily enough, his first appearance was in a Thor issue from the 60s.
Like and when I dug more to, I said, wait a minute, and this motherfucker, he got the kind of bank that the Hellfire Club got to fuck with him. I was like, oh no, this dude's a problem. I was like, he's a problem. Why is this dude
I've
bigger?
always liked Night Thrasher. I've always liked him.
He has an unfortunate name.
Yes,
he has an unfortunate name, but thankfully, no one really remembers the original meaning of the original slang meaning. So we are good now.
Yeah, no, I was like, what the fuck?
But no, like his whole thing was like, he had the skateboard that was like on his back. And he could like use that. He would like sometimes use that shit in combat. He had the little nightstick or the little not nightsticks. He had like the little screamer sticks, and he had like gadgets and shit in the suit. Dude was like a martial arts expert. He was literally Batman. He was literally, matter of fact, dead parents. He also had dead parents. He was literally Batman. Dude was literally Batman. He also was raised by another dude who was ex-military. The man's Batman. That's Batman. That's Batman. That's what he is, Night Thrasher.
I might need to pull like a copy of his first appearance because I'm not sure it's not that worth that much money.
Yeah, let me know if you can find that shit. That's just low key cheap. I'll do that shit. I ain't gonna hold you. I love finding
I'm about to hop on eBay.
I may not be able to find. I may get my fucking John Stewart issue one, but goddamn it, I'm finding the fucking Night Thrasher issue. I'm
about to say Thor 411 probably ain't that expensive. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
I don't think it is, but I mean, for me,
you can get that shit for less than $20 right now, raw. That's crazy.
Yeah, hey, show me that link. Show me that link, dog.
But no, that's what I would do. That's what I would do.
For me, again, we've said this name. I'm only bringing this name up because I've just told you I got done reading fucking like 20, damn near 30 issues of his shit with Philadelphia. But I would love to see Rodney Barnes tackle a Midnight Suns series. And
I don't even need him to do a Midnight Suns. I need him on Blade at the bare minimum. Just give me him on Blade. Like, I would pay money for that all day.
You know what I need to add to my soundboard? Fucking that nigga Skip Bayless going, it's my turn! It's my turn! God damn it.
Your ass one step away from the grave, my boy.
God damn it. What the fuck was that? Yeah. Roddy Barnes, Midnight Suns, and low-key art. I want Freddie William II to do the art. Did those on the Ninja Turtle shit?
He's on Turtles, yeah.
Yeah, his shit's cold. Funny enough, hey, Ernie, we may.
So what's up?
Do we need to talk? Hey, you know,
hey, we talked. We can see what happens.
Let's see what the nigga on. Test the temperature real quick.
Y'all motherfuckers corny, I swear.
Hey.
I'm getting on me and then you do that shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
We gotta check it. You gotta check a nigga temperature for you.
See what he on, man. It seems like a Caucasian man. You never know. You gotta see what's going on there, man. I don't know.
Yeah. Motherfucker might be sick. He might be sick. You never know.
Possibly. But yeah, that was it for me. Because again, I would love to see it. Seeing Rodney write multiple, at least characters of what he calls, I guess, the dark world or the dark dimension, essentially like mythical beings that are considered evil. I would love to see him like write Blade, Ghost Rider, fucking. Hey, you already know I'm gonna want to throw Brielle and Nico in that mix when it comes to Midnight Suns for me personally. If you gotta throw Else, if you gotta throw the Colonizer in there, you can throw Else in there, I guess. Maybe like
Colonizer.
We gotta have a monster in there.
Well, I mean, I would like to see, like, honestly, I would love to see what his version of the Midnight Suns will look like if he would add characters or take away or subtract characters. So yeah, no.
Rodney bringing in Brother Voodoo on that shit. Ooh.
That would be nice. So I'm about to try to. I'm legit not about to harass this nigga's email to try to get him on the channel because I had to ask some questions.
I'm supposed to interview him on Wednesday, but his assistant won't get back to me because his assistant was like, "Here's these 3 days." Then I said, "All right, cool, I'll take this day," and then he didn't respond, and I'm like, "The fuck?" So we'll see.
We're gonna see. Before we move into the last thing, John Stewart asked, y'all think there's any truth to the rumors that Brian Tyree Henry playing Harvey Dent and Sebastian Stan is playing Victor Zsasz in Batman 2? It's honestly,
I don't care.
Seeing how Christopher Reeves did that first movie, I would not put it outside the realm of possibility. Not Christopher Reeves. What's the director of that fucking movie called? Matt Reeves. Thank you, Jesus Christ. Now you know what I was talking about. My bad. Fuck.
I was
Reeves,
like,
Reeves
did Batman? What?
Yeah.
Honestly, I will say that We've already had Black Harvey Dent once. I'm not opposed to it again. If Billy D can do it, anybody can. So we almost got him as Two-Face too, but he got recast. So I would love to see Brian Tyree Henry pull up and be Two-Face. It'd be pretty baller. I would say this is my controversial thing that like probably like no one's gonna to be into the idea. I would say, especially after seeing him play Fastos and play a very scientific based character, I would rather see him like be a black Mr. Freeze, but that's just me. But I would be fine
Honestly,
with him playing like
I'll take that and I'll raise you. I'll rather him play Hugo Strange. I ain't gonna hold you. His demeanor and his build, I think he'd be a great Hugo Strange.
Yeah, I could get with that.
And Sebastian Stan's Victor's ass makes a lot of sense for me because did y'all watch what was that the movie he was a cannibal, he was on a date, the Hulu movie.
I forget. I know a movie you're talking.
I almost go to the menu, but I know it's the menu. It's like Prey or some whatever it may be, where he played a fucking serial killer cannibal. Like I think he can do it.
Well, not only that, if you look at the promo material for Thunderbolts, there was a thing where they made him stand in front of a camera in a green screen and say again, like he does in Marvel Rivals, and his head was shaved and he looked real skinny during that. I might have so I was like, maybe you could pull off Zaz. When I first heard the rumor, I was like, well, he did. He was bald a little bit ago and looked a little malnourished. So maybe he plays Zaz.
He in this Christian Bale shit, man. Like, fresh. Yes, yeah. Because funny enough, I watched that on like a date, and I was like, oh, this is typical rom-com shit. And I was like, 30 minutes in, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? I was like, I like that girl. I need to see how she's doing, because that was a great movie. She put me on to some up shit. Anyway, moving on to the namesake of the show here, the pull list. I need to know what niggas have been reading and what is in the pull list from this past week. What you got for me?
Ernie, you can go ahead.
Well, okay, well, fine. I will do that. So, let's see.
I feel bad that I always like cut niggas off, so I'm like, I'll hold up.
All right, I'm gonna buzz you if you do it again. You know I got my finger on the button. I have got the stuff that I'm still like kind of messing around with is I'm still messing with Destination Kill. This is the Joe Palmer joint from I think it's Oni Press. Yeah, Oni Press. Still messing with that. What was the other one? I also picked up this from Ignition, Bad Thoughts.
I saw that. My homeboy told me about that.
Yeah, this is from one of the co-creators of Extraction, which, for those who do not know, based on a comic. There is also always the lovely Ghost Pepper.
Ghost Pepper,
Ghost Pepper. Also, boom, Feral. You know, I always got to get the horror movie. Variants. I still have She Spawn in the poll. I'm still enjoying that book. I'm enjoying it until I am not, and so far I'm still very much fucking enjoying it. So we're just gonna stick with that. And then for the next week, oh my god, yeah, we're gonna be in what's June the 17th. I don't really have a whole heap of a lot coming my way the next week. It's mostly just gonna be G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe 23, Mum-Ra the Ever Living #3, Something's Killing the Children 48, and then the week after that, Escape, which I'm still enjoying, Red Roots Narco, and Void Rivals. So yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
Tonight.
Oh, I read M1. The Monster.
Oh, yes.
Oh my god. The
Monster Racing League? Oh, I was just looking at that, yeah.
The Felix reference from Stray Kids was my favorite fucking part. I loved it so fucking much. I was so excited.
I got Jai Lee on covers. Ooh.
And interiors.
Ooh.
So good. That was like a really, really good book. I also read Mask #1, which now means I have to go through the Energon universe and read things. Fuck.
Welcome in.
Good luck to you.
Witchblade, of course, was fucking amazing. I absolutely love the reveal of all of the other Aphrodites. Because Aphrodite number 9 is still that bitch. She's still beating her ass. And then, of course, Gaston. Gaston and Ursula from Dynamite and Space Ghost. The Space Ghost issue from this week was fucking traumatic as shit. Incredibly emotional for absolutely no reason, and I absolutely loved it. So Dynamite, to me, Dynamite, Mad Cave, Image, Dark Court, they are absolutely fucking killing it right now in stories.
Ooh, Kaori, real quick, Kaori. How'd you feel about that classic Space Ghost character cameo?
It was stressing me out. I said when I saw him, I was like, "Shut the fuck up, TV show."
It's crazy too.
I love David.
David,
some Space Coast to coast shit.
Well, it was basically they because people kept wanting them to do either the classic shit or the coast to coast shit. They brought in a version of a character that I was like, oh wow, y'all actually did this shit. Okay.
Yeah, they did. I was like, okay. Immediately I went Space Ghost Coast to Coast, and then I was looking at like some of the comments on the comic, and they were like, okay, Space Ghost Coast to Coast. I was like, okay, so I know I'm not tripping. That was fucking amazing. I loved it.
It's good shit. Space Ghost is amazing.
JP, what you got?
I had picked up Avengers Armageddon because that was interesting. I had grabbed the Bishop book. I had picked up Rat City because Rat City has still been the best Spawn book that no one's talking about. And I'm probably going to start reviewing on the channel because I'm tired of no one else talking about it because Erica Schultz is killing it. I also grabbed Bad Thoughts because I was the one who told y'all niggas about it. I also grabbed...
The Dream has no memory of this.
Wow, that's so cold. There was also the Monsters in Love anthology from Tiny Onion and a bunch of people that were included on that. That was an amazing anthology that I read yesterday. I bought like every freaking cover because they were just a phenomenon. That had like Vita Ayala, Cena Grace, a bunch of people working on that book. So like definitely go pick that up if you have a chance. This coming week, all I have is new time. I also grabbed Green Lantern Corps because I added shit back to my pull list. And then this week I had New Titans. Odin number
Check
2.
that nigga temperature.
Lord. And then the thing about it is I basically did what Ernie did because like I already wasn't pulling anything but nigga books to begin with. It's like so I was just like, look, the shit's just gonna slide back on the pull list. I'm gonna go back to what I was doing anyway, talking about indie shit. That's pretty much what I did. This past week I also read all of all 10, 9 issues of Ace Blade. That way I could sit down with Danny Quick here soon. That it was pretty damn good, I will say. It was a little bit rough in the beginning, and then you see it kind of get better and better as the issues progress. So shout out to Danny for growing and getting better with each issue. I love the progression with that. And then I have been working on my 2 new bookshelves, so I'm excited about that. So I'm gonna finish my last one before I go to bed. I never learned how annoying it is to put those cardboard backs to a bookshelf until today, and god damn it, it's a pain in the ass.
I've put together many a bookshelf in my day, and I refuse to do it again.
Well, I only have one book.
I'm not putting together a desk. I'm not putting together a dresser. Every time something has to be put together in this house, it's either me or my mother. So, I do need another bookshelf, and it needs to be pre-built. I'm not building a fucking another one. I'm sorry.
Well, it was either because Walmart was having a sale on a couple of bookshelves, or it was IKEA, and I was like, I need a bookshelf for my Black Hammer library editions because they're oversized. So I was like, let me get something that can fit that and be good with that. And also I got gifted a couple of the Spawn deluxe editions, and those are thick as fuck, tall as fuck too. So I had to make sure those could fit in it too. So I got 2 on clearance for $30 a piece, and one's already done, and the other one's about to be up in it here after the show.
I'm going to get 2 pre-built coffin-shaped bookshelves.
Nigga, you talked about that shit last year. Or hell, 2 years ago. Damn near.
No, I didn't.
Oh, we lying now, right? Is we doing?
I did not. I talked about it earlier this year.
Okay.
She also said
right.
that
Because that's
Dream
when
has
I
no
saw
memory of
them.
this.
Right. Nigga at my house told me in person, but no memory of it.
I don't fucking remember.
Show me the picture of this shit on the phone.
Oh,
You
and
know
then
what,
also,
probably
I'm about to do an
Anyway,
unboxing.
There was a lady on eBay who had like she built some more.
Wow.
Yeah, she built some more. So she like pre-builds them and then she sells them. So
I mean, that
I've been
shipping's
looking
gonna be
at them.
crazy though, so be careful. That shipping might be crazy.
Yeah, it's like it was first for both of the bookshelves. It's like $150, and then she paints them whatever color you want. And then the shipping, I don't remember how much I said the shipping was, but it was like $150 for two, and it's like a custom painted one also. And I said, it's going to be really creepy in this room.
Also, my package from the Monster of Blackenstein Kickstarter finally got here, so I'm about to do an unboxing of that tonight because I have been so excited about this. Me and Ernie did the same damn thing. We got the one bundle and then added the Sanford green cover after the fact, and I was like, "See, this is why me and Ernie are chill because we had the same idea. We saw Sanford green and jumped."
I was like, this Negro didn't tell me shit about no goddamn Sanford green cover when I thought.
Yeah, that nigga.
I was pissed.
That nigga on that bit looking like fucking Mr. Hyde from Louisville Straight Married Gentleman. Look at them big ass arms.
We might need to do a review of that on the channel because like we interviewed him, but like sitting down here like talking about that book is gonna be funny because even with him like bludgeoning you over the head with police brutality metaphor, motherfuckers are still gonna look at that book and be like, I don't get it, police are okay, and be like, really?
Really, nigga?
I need to get like a meme at Ernie's look right there.
That is powerful niggardry at work.
I'm gonna sit down to read that. I got that like I think a week or two ago, and I've just been trying to catch up on reading. So I'm gonna get to my. I got that, and I got the Thema Queen of War thing from 615 in as well, and I've like not read that shit at all yet either. So I got my indie shit.
I will say, you better be ready for the wordiest motherfucking comic in your entire life. You thought Jonathan Hickman was wordy? David F. Walker says, I'm about to make that shit wordy as fuck. And it's funny too, but like he did it on purpose. It's not just it's not just I'm just like I am a wordy person. He said no, I'm about to make this wordy to make a point, and it's like, damn, all right, let's go.
It's good.
All right, I'll make sure I take up another day at work then I go through this shit like I did with Kim Duffy. For me, going on the list, Storm, Earth's Mightiest Mutant, the last issue, I picked that up, and I guess I'm gonna sit down and finally read all 5 of these issues because I've legit just been buying these and I've not read through them yet. That's why I've not talked about them. You know, since the boycott's over with, right? We can buy nigga books again. I said, you know what? Let me support, you know, somebody that I feel like I fuck with heavy in Shea Grayson with Absolute Catwoman issue 1. Get a nigga book. My Afro Latina. Benson issue 2. Obviously, got that shit. Fall House of Slaughter. I heard you. I just ignored it. Fall of that. Well, it was already in the pull list, nigga. So I was like, fuck it. I'm not putting this shit. I felt bad because when we started the boycott in the shop, I had pulled Absolute Green Lantern issue, and I had snook and put it back on the shelf, and they never knew. And I was like, damn. I feel like I lost a little bit of money. Let me not do that shit anymore. I felt bad. Except for that bitch back. I was like, ooh.
That's why I told motherfuckers, like if you already committed to a book and it's past FOC, of course, don't screw over your local comic book shop. But like, if it's anything like further down the road, then cancel that shit. If it wasn't Absolute, I would feel bad. I would feel worse about it. But I'm like, I think it's Absolute Green Lantern. That shit is so. Fall of the House and Slaughter. I need to check this shit out. Again, I picked up issue 2. I've not read issue 1 yet, but upon the recommendation, I picked it up. So I'm going to go back and try to find issue 1 as well. Obviously, Monsters in Love, the Titan anthology. I got that picked up. I want to read through this thick ass shit. It's that gay shit.
Yeah,
that good gay shit.
Pages.
Give me that good gay shit.
It's a lot.
My them, theys, she's, her, all the pronouns in one book. Yeah, give me that shit. And then obviously
pronouns.
She's Gail Simone, but she's Spawn. I'm excited to go through this. I'm hoping at some point she lets, if I could like maybe convince her just to do a voice interview at bare minimum where I just get her voice through. Because I made a post about it. She liked the first video, so I'm pretty sure she saw my first video covering it. So I'm gonna see when I'm done if she'll like let me interview her a band member with like an avatar to talk about the book. We'll see if she'll want her face online. I'm gonna see. And then also, obviously, I talked about it with these guys earlier. I sat down and read through 24 or 25 issues of Philadelphia and officially caught up on all 35 issues. I love it.
Where's issue 36?
I love it up until issue 33. I'm not gonna lie to you. Then I feel like the white man got involved, but that's a whole. We talked about that.
I don't know if it was the white man got involved. I think it was Ronnie was allowed to play in the toy chest and got a little too excited. Is what I was saying.
I wish he would have stuck to the waterfalls that he knows. The patches that he's used to.
Get some rivers in the lake.
That story was so peak, and then I was like, Spawn, nigga, what the fuck is he here for? Then I was like, Savage,
You wanna be here.
What the fuck are we doing?
That's the one problem with Image Comics sometimes when it's conveniently a shared universe and you can do dumb shit. It's like you didn't need. It's like how like when Spawn first started and like dumbass nigga from Youngblood shows up and then they had to go back and retcon that later because of Spawn's origin being tied into that shit. It's like when you play in the same sandbox too long, but then relationships splinter, it causes problems. You get the retcon shit.
Because again, even in Spawn, like, you know what? As much as I thought it was kind of wild, it was funny. Because see this nigga Spawn jump into hell with the fucking chair, like he's kind of WWE promo, some funny shit. But it just felt like an abrupt like change of course from where the story was going. And honestly, I feel like the story could have wrapped up in the 33 issues or 32 issues, personally, but. Up until that point, though, amazing fucking story. I definitely want you to talk to him about that at some point soon. And I love the cover for it. It's, again, amazing story as a whole. I honestly really hope that gets adapted at some point. I would love to see that adapted into this animated series, preferably. But it's just me. And what else? Oh, Red Odin. Again, I really went to the shop. It felt bad because I had 2 weeks of books just stacked up that I hadn't picked up. I legit had to go in there and drop fucking like $40 when all my fucking books had been stacked up.
And see, that's always my one cautionary tale that I tell people about like pull
check
lists
your
and shit.
comments.
What?
Check your comments.
Oh, I just saw.
Which comment am I?
On the stream.
Huh?
I know. I'm looking at them right now. What am I looking for?
You don't see them eyeballs.
Oh, what's good, Erskine?
What Erskine?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
There's a million comments in this motherfucker, man.
Yeah, but like, what I was
My
gonna say is
boy,
like,
Erskine, boy. What's good with you, my boy?
that's what I was like. One thing I was gonna say is like that's the one cautionary thing about pull list is that like you have to like obviously your shop will hold that shit for as long as they can if you say you're committed to that shit. But so many comic stores have closed over the years because they'll have like photos of books that were never picked up from pull list because like the people's stacks got too big and they thought they could never attain to go pick that shit up. But like your comic store will work with you. Hell, well, there was one time it was like right when I put my grandma in the nursing home. And I just didn't go pick up my shit for like 3 months because of all the financial stuff that I was dealing with. And then randomly my dude Dave calls me and is like, hey, I'm having a back issue sale. You have like 50 books here that I'll give you for pennies on the dollar if you just come get the shit. And I was like, hey, I'm gonna come through. Thank you for being awesome. So a lot of stores will work with you if you're actually responsible enough to talk with them. But if you just screw over a store, you're just a bad dude. I'm gonna keep it a whole stack with you.
Speaking of which,
I had $160 worth of books waiting on me when I showed up because I waited a month.
Ooh, yeah, I had 2 weeks and I had 40 books.
I just wanted to say that I'm very proud of my comic book store. They haven't bought a single DC. They haven't bought a single DC comic. I love them.
There's some people that still keep the boycott alive. That
would be me.
I even had a motherfucker a whole there was a whole motherfucking activist like a whole like unionization activist that reached out to me on TikTok and was like, we can start it back up, and I'm like, nah, man.
Yeah, we have like 4,000 signatures now, like over 4,000 signatures.
Like there's a lot of niggas who like really wanted us to keep going. What really frustrated me still that I think about it is there's a lot of dumbass motherfuckers that have been like, oh well, I gave you shit for doing it, but like y'all some bitches for quitting. I'm like, shut the fuck up. You know how stupid you sound.
They wanted us to quit.
Right, like you can't say some shit after the fact like that.
I have foreseen.
You look so stupid when you say some shit because there was that weird British ginger dude comic cops who said that fucking there was a bunch of motherfuckers.
100.
Hell yeah, like there was a bunch of motherfuckers who said that they're like, oh well, like y'all some bitches for quitting, but like I still gave you shit while you were doing it. It's like you can't have it both ways, motherfucker. Like what do you want?
If you gonna suck it, use two hands and do it from the back, please. Like do something creative.
Right.
I ain't never had that
He
before.
said
Also, cup the balls. Cup the balls.
Get a little jiggle. Matter of fact, get some hand warmers first. Make sure your hands is warm.
Send the link, he said.
I got it. That's not what I was looking for.
Cup the balls.
I got you. I said it for you. You're welcome.
What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. With the shop for anybody in the local Atlanta area or, that shops from the GOATs, Oxford Comics, Games, and Collectibles. Just giving y'all a heads up. There will be an exclusive shop cover for Reaper issue 2 with them. They approached me about that when I went in the other day. So y'all will get that. But that's it. That's all I got. Y'all got any other?
He said he wanted to come in if we weren't about.
Who? Oh shit!
That's why I got to the.
Oh shit! Bet. I gotta read.
Maybe you should have taken a nap.
Let me, Ernestine. Let me get you in next week because I legit have to reorganize this entire fucking camera setup to get you in here. I'm gonna get you in from each one.
Oh, damn, they're redoing character models and fucking DVD. Oh shit.
Let me close the stream. I almost said some wild shit.
Bro, tell me why they're doing a motherfucking tell me why they're doing a fucking Scooby-Doo collab in Dead by Daylight.
Y'all niggas about to make me get violent today. All right, y'all. This has been another episode. This has been another episode of Pull Therapy, episode 19. Again, if you guys have not done so, please, the Gambit Kickstarter is in the description below. Go support and pledge and back that up. If not, it is what it is, I guess. More products will be on the way. So just be, tuned in to what we have going on. Again, if this is your first time here, this is Pull Therapy, a stream that we do every Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern. We do this every Tuesday, and then I do my Captain's Lounge stream on we do this on Sundays. I do my Captain's Lounge stream on Tuesdays, and you guys tend to get 2 uploads from me throughout the week. I will be continuing the onslaught of Black indie comic interviews or creators or just, indie stuff in general. I've been doing that a lot in the last month, and I have another interview. My last interview I'm going to do is only Thursday before I get back into like my regularly scheduled videos about some other stuff that I've not gotten to talk about. So I'll be also recording the video for Philadelphia and Crownsville probably at some point this week. So those will probably be like the next 2 videos you guys get after all the interview cycles are done. Because thank y'all so much for actually making the interviews perform relatively well. Because for the most part, and me and Ernie have talked about it before, interviews on channels don't do too well usually, unless you were like super goated figure that has a cloud already, that has motion. Because let me stop. So thank y'all for that. Appreciate y'all. Before we leave, do y'all want to plug anything?
I have my interview with Rodney Barnes supposedly on Wednesday, and that'll be out the following week, as well as we're going to be finally making up issue 49 or episode 49 of the podcast because I've been off the past like 3 weeks, basically because my mental was just drained because of the drama and whatnot. But I'm not letting some people who want to lie on my name win. So we will be back next Sunday for the normal Comics Unmasked streams before this show. So definitely be ready for that. And then regular TikTok short form videos will be back up this week because I have a bunch of stuff to unbox and a bunch of stuff I want to talk about. So get hyped for that.
Other creepy nigga?
She gonna kill you one of these days.
One of these fucking days.
She had her chance already. I could have snuffed her out in her sleep.
Anyway,
She snored too loud. I hear it coming.
I'm sorry. What?
What do you have coming out that you want to plug?
I will have the cover of a project that I am working on by Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Probably Tuesday. It's at Thursday at the latest. but I'm really excited for that. And then, of course, I do have videos coming out. So I have the Tin Can Society, which has been edited for, and it's been edited for like 2 weeks. I just keep forgetting to schedule it because I keep thinking that I have to record it because it's sitting in the wrong folder. So it'll drop tomorrow. And then I have the videos coming for Miss Monet and the Bishop book. And also I did read Castiel that came out with Dynamite, and I'm going to do a video on that one too. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, that shit got too far ahead of me. If I didn't buy and get a hold of issue 1, I was like, yeah, I'll just read it in Global Comics. I'm not about to collect all these issues. I have a weird thing about me. If I can't get on the issue 1, I'd be like, I want to collect all these issues. If we already on issue 7, I'll get the trade for the Supernatural books.
Well, Castiel's like, I think they have it's like a
spinoff
almost, but they're thinking it says the end ? At the end, so they're probably going to end up either
they're like baiting y'all, seeing the sales
or
model.
just doing like a full Castiel thing.
Yeah, I wanted to get issue 1 because my boy Eater did the cover for it. I think he did interiors. I don't remember if he did interiors or not, but I know he did the cover.
Supernatural is actually really fucking good. Like, somewhere in there, it started turning into Transformers, and I said, "Yep, this sounds very Supernatural because they did a crossover with Scooby Doo." So,
no. Baba Yaga, what you got?
I got some interviews coming up and some videos that are gonna get released at some point. I can't really be too specific, but on at least on some of it. I guess here. This is kind of I guess this will be a thing. I do have a appearance coming up on Escape the Mojo verse. Coming up here for too long. Nice. And I do also have a video kind of going a little bit more in detail and more streamlined about the fuckery that happened with Storm, Earth's Mightiest Mutant. And I've also got some, I guess, I don't want to say as much about this because it's more of a thing that will happen, and when you find out, you find out. But there will be some stuff going on as far as like print runs of Heart of the Darkness #1.
By damn time, nigga.
Yeah, I mean, shit, niggas broke. Shit.
Well, I have one more thing as well. I forgot about.
No.
Hey.
Your ass one step away from the grave, my boy.
Go ahead, gang. You good.
But no, I'm just fucking with you. But no, I don't really have much else. I guess just go read some damn books and support your local comic shop.
Hell yeah.
Okay, what you got?
And fuck DC Comics.
Hey, yeah, I'm just saying, I can't dispute the good doctor.
And nigga John Stewart says, since I'm in the shadow realm until next week, I guess I'm using my hype points for the cap this week. Hey, my nigga. Hey, welcome to Death Row, nigga.
Wait, why you in the shadow realm? What happened?
That nigga Carter bringing niggas over to me. He mad because he balled this week.
He banned him? That's crazy.
I swear to God.
Come fuck with the real ball niggas.
The funny thing is, and I always tell Carter that shit, I'm like, hey, when you do that shit, you make it where motherfuckers can't like do the shit they would normally do. But yeah, Carter, one day Carter gonna get unmodded, and it's gonna be funny because he ain't gonna notice it till he try to go.
Hey, appreciate you for converting some followers over to the Church of Diesel, nigga. Thank you very much, brother. The congregation grows very strong. JP, what you got?
I also on Tuesday will be participating in a live stream with LGBT Detroit Live, talking about the entire DC So White campaign, but also talking about just like gay comics in general, but also the Vampire Lestat, because me and the Black Gay Comic Geek will be participating in a live stream with them.
Hell yeah, I fuck with Buddy.
Yeah, randomly they reached out to me like right as we ended the boycott, and I was like, "All right, sure, fuck it out, why not?" And it
my
was so
second
funny
favorite gay guy in comics.
Well, it was just so funny how like niggas were out here like, "Oh well, like he's transphobic and all this, that, and the third," and then like actual motherfuckers who give a shit and recognize my queerness are like, "Hey, you want to come fuck with us?" I'm like, "This is real funny."
Is it transphobic?
But that's what motherfuckers were saying to us about not wanting to fuck with Dream Girls and doing shit.
They said you were lesbiophobic
and homophobic, and I'm racist. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said Ernie was transphobic, you were lesbophobic, and Kaori was just
How-
misogynist, I
wait.
think.
How am I trans?
No, I'm
Because you don't want to fuck with DC Dream Girls. But Ernie, don't you know? You don't want to fuck with DC Dream
You
Girls.
never
'cause the
heard?
boycott.
I never said anything about DC Dream Girls.
Well, no, it's
It
the
was-
fact that we're doing the boycott was the idea that we right next to Pride Month, they said we were being transphobic and lesbophobic by not caring about those characters during the boycott.
It was that and
Yes.
the lip clip comment.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that shit.
Oh.
And then
Whatever.
somewhere in the comment section of one of those wanted posters, I was racist.
Yeah.
You were also ableist
I
in one of the
mean-
comments, by the way, too. 'Cause
Oh
you,
yes, I'm also.
Yeah, that's all
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you. People who got mad about that are the same people that would say some shit about being limp dick and would have no problem with that whatsoever. So as far as I'm concerned, I say both. So they'll be all right. Anyway, motherfuckers that don't matter to me for 500. Carry on.
Ding.
And see, here's the thing. I understand where people were coming from when it comes to the entire boycott in general. I understand. Like, and the one thing that I will refute to the day I die is the uneducated motherfuckers that wanted to say we weren't organized and we didn't think of everything. No, we thought of everything. Is that y'all don't understand that boycotts have like casualties, that boycotts are very much this is what matters right now.
Stop, because you are trying to explain shit to motherfuckers that cannot be explained to. Just the same way that when we were telling folks about that boycott and we were literally telling folks to go support black books, and then what happened? There were literally black indie comics creators coming out saying, "Oh man, see what we need to be talking about is supporting black indies, but they don't want to talk about that."
It's
What
almost
were
as
we
if that was
saying?
a fucking message, but y'all weren't listening. But
Almost
you know what? It's
like
okay.
almost like we brought up key examples of black indies to go support, like during the boycott.
It's really
right?
frustrating about that shit, especially when like a whole coalition of black indie people wanted to like transform the logo that we had Nick made for the blackout and try to make it into illuminate black indie shit. I'm like, y'all look real stupid because y'all didn't want to just wait for us to reach out to you.
Motherfuckers don't know how to read. And they and even
Read
worse,
or listen. if
They
we're
don't
being
know
honest
how to
with you.
listen. So here's what I say. I say, fuck the niggas. Why? Look, who are they? They ain't
Literally,
nobody.
who
Fuck the
are
niggas.
you?
Like,
And that is why my boycott still goes, and that's why I still have
Same.
DC Blacked Out at the end of literally every video that I'm going to be putting out.
To this day.
To those niggas, I say,
Won't they do? Won't they do? Won't they do? Won't they do?
and let it be that. Yeah, bruh. All I'll say is, if niggas don't know anything about the Montgomery boycott, don't come talk to me about boycotts, bro. I'm sorry, because we didn't say, oh my God, we'll ride buses from 12 to 1, but not, no, yeah. Anyway.
Hey man, civil
yeah.
disobedience, man. Civil disobedience. That's all it is.
Yeah, Master, we promise we'll work on the fields from 9 to 2. We'll do it 9 to 5. If you don't beat us Monday, Tuesday, we promise that Wednesday, Thursday, we'll do everything we're supposed to do. So I promise, boss.
The white people are laughing at us.
Stop. Too much. Okay, y'all. We'll see y'all next week, y'all. Peace.
Come and play with me. We control it like how you